Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Your countdown in the last podcast was a little better than that one. You might want to stick to that one.
I don't even know what countdown you talking about.
I don't remember it neither. I just know it sounded a whole lot better.
Was I even the one who did it, or did Hero do it?
It might have been.
I think not the last podcast because I wasn't in that one, but the one before that.
It might have been me.
All right.
What is your countdown, Hero?
We're going live in 5. Yeah. I was gonna say it. Oh
Hero,
God, man.
Heroes be all stale, be like, we're gonna live in 5. 4.
You know your mark might put 2 numbers in this nigga.
Nah, bro. Somebody skipped the number, and they skipped the number that you don't normally skip. And I was like, that shit low key hit. I was like,
what number is normal to skip?
5, 3, 1. Let's go. No, bro.
You normally skip 1, but I think somebody skipped 2.
1? No, you skip like 0. What? Who skips 1?
No, you skip 1.
How do you skip 0, bro?
You saying someone said 3, 1, let's go? Like, what do you mean? Or not? So you're saying they skipped 2?
You said someone, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go? What? Like, what kind of shit is that?
I'm weak.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
We need to have just Keith started off so he can plug his YouTube at the beginning.
No, nigga.
What live right now?
Keith so live on YouTube.com.
Yes, you said not, nigga.
Nah, my nigga, nah.
You can't even support your own homies out here. It's a sad case.
Oh, I support all the homies.
That nigga was like, we should put Keith's YouTube first. Keith was like, nah, nigga. All right, y'all. Well, you want to go ahead and say welcome back?
Yeah. So what's good, everybody? This is Superior Minds, episode 11. I'm Hero. We got some familiar faces. We got Rambo.
We
got Miles.
What's up, brothers?
We got Keys.
What's good?
Bino.
They call me the hero of justice.
Get this nigga out of here.
Yeah,
and we got. And lastly, we got 2.
Yeah, that just fucked me up, nigga. What?
Yeah, you just 2 today, nigga. Sorry ass.
Nigga said, "I am here."
We might have people joining in late. Shaun might be coming in late. Deus might be coming in late. But right now, this is what we got. So we're rocking with it. How's y'all niggas week been, bro?
This week garbage. Last week more garbage.
I'm sick this week and I'm dying slowly. So.
This nigga too.
My week been cool, you know. Niggas been grinding, putting in that work.
My week been phenomenal. I don't know about y'all. I had a great week.
Definitely was a great week.
Shut up.
So you saying here you got some cutting.
I signed up for this internship for computer science for the summer, so that's cool. Let's hope I get it.
No, I'm just kidding.
We talking about weeks. I had an alright week. Yesterday was good. I ran through Hero, Miles, and another person in Pokemon.
First of all, nigga.
Yo,
5-1 in Sword and Shield. Come see
Pokemon, and this is what happens. He come back with
see me.
Second of all, nigga, I was fighting an uphill battle. So.
Here go the excuses. I told him before the battle started, don't come at me with no excuses. You wanted to smoke. Guess,
nigga, you almost lost.
This is why you, bro.
If you an asthmatic, don't ask for the smoke. You can't handle it.
Oh, brother, this nigga.
He capping for the podcast.
Who capping? I went 5-1 yesterday. What is a cap? What did I?
Miles of hockey is trash, but me, nigga.
Did you lose?
I don't.
Did you catch an L?
Trash.
That's never happening again, though.
Hockey was the only person to beat me yesterday. So
I don't want
hockey is better than y'all, is what I'm hearing.
For disclaimer,
I'm not trying to hear about hockey, anything, dog. He got bodied in the debate and left the whole Discord.
He left the Discord.
Yeah,
What?
he got bodied in the debate and just left.
For a disclaimer, me and Jalen's matches both came down to a 1v1.
And who took the W and who took the L at the end of the match?
Exactly. I'm just saying that
you can't ever give this nigga Bino dubs. I'm sad.
I'm just letting it be known. If you walked away from the battle with an L, I am better than you.
Hey,
oh wow, he talking
what
real
it
hard.
is.
That nigga talking that shit.
Look what y'all niggas done created. A fucking overconfident Bino. That shit just horrible.
They didn't create it. I was already here.
Shut your ass up.
That nigga Hero was overconfident. Walked in the battle. Yeah, bro, I'm undefeated. Take this L, nigga. Hold it. Don't worry about it.
You barely won though. You barely won. I was down
by an inch or by a mile. Did I win?
You knew what my lead was, so
by an inch or by a mile. Did I win?
This nigga is tripping, dog. If you had started with Galvantula, I would have fucked your ass, dog.
Okay, Hero. So if we're running a race and I beat you by 1 centimeter or 1 inch, did I still win?
But here's the thing, though. You literally scouted out my lead.
Bro.
Started the match with one Pokemon, so we restart.
Oh,
I'm you, nigga. I see through you.
Oh, so now you're trying to say I cheated. You're trying to say I cheated?
I see through you, nigga.
Because I did the same thing. I did the same thing with Miles, and he still caught the same L. So y'all might want to talk that one y'all between each other. Did I cheat or did I just beat y'all?
I didn't say nothing.
Thank you, Miles.
The way I lost at a 1v1. That's all I want to be known. I don't want it to sound like I got swept because I didn't get swept.
Yeah, I got you.
There will be other battles.
And I was like, yeah, nigga, I held an L, but nigga, my L was a good one.
Hey, solid. And we ain't here. We in Pokemon like we Piccolo, bro. We solid. Hey, that's all I need. That's all I need.
I respect this call lobby and white people cannot make jokes or roast people. Man.
I'm just letting it be known. Anybody out there that's watching the podcast, y'all come catch this L. Y'all might give me a little more of a challenge than these niggas in the podcast did. That's all I'm saying.
I'm done with this nigga, dog. I'm playing no more with this.
Is that why you dodging this Call of Duty? You trying to stick to shit you good at? Because you sure is dodging the time.
Who is dodging Call of Duty? Every time we play, I'm below 2 on the leaderboard. Don't even try that one, Keys.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, you ain't here, so
I'm at 64% copying.
My niggas not words. You heard me?
I'm at 64% copying, bro. Don't even worry about it. I'm coming.
Yeah, your system's scary.
My system's scary. All right, bro. Oh, hey, see, you beat niggas in one game. Now they trying to talk shit in another game. It's all right.
Just saying, my nigga. As a late, bro, you ain't fucking with me. So, I mean. You was talking that shit when the niggas first got it. You ain't on my level right now.
That nigga Keith play COD 24/8. I play COD twice. And I'm still finna join this game and shit on him.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Keith gonna let this nigga talk like that?
You let this nigga Bino get confident.
He talking to them niggas.
He's
Yeah, bro. Where this energy coming? This was not here before we went live.
It's okay, bro. There'll be other battles, right?
Where you take an L? As long as you know.
I ain't never losing that nigga again.
This nigga Bino talking.
That nigga Bino talking wild to y'all. Couldn't be me.
We gonna have to see that track record, but moving on to better things. Iron-Blooded Orphans is that gas. Check it out.
It sure is. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Shit.
Let's really talk about it. But how much can we really talk about today, you know?
That is true. It's hard to talk about IBO without spoiling.
Like what have you got to today, Bino? Just a spoiler alert for anyone that might be watching.
I got it inside the what's name spoilers. the spoiler warning for like pretty much anything. So
I ain't gonna say much about it. I'm on Earth. I just got on Earth.
You just got to Earth.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, because they went to Earth a couple times. So I'm not tripping. So
no, they went to Earth one time in season 1.
Yeah, I'm in season 1 still.
Who's all still with the crew? That's all I want to know.
Mikazuki, Orga, Biscuit, Shino, Akihiro.
Okay, gang worker. That's
all right, cool. So like they're about to get to the.
They're about to take Homeboy to the election.
Right.
Okay,
they
that's what I was
literally
thinking.
just got in the atmosphere, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Yeah, a lot of shit happened. A lot of shit happened and is going to happen. So let's talk about what's happened so far. Bino, you started off, brother.
I mean,
how do you feel about Mikazuki's character now that you're basically done with season 1?
I mean, he's growing away from the whole. I'm gonna use like mitosis as the comparison of him and Orga. Like they're supposed to be one, but as it goes on, they're like breaking off and becoming their own individual characters.
I can see that.
The thing is, like, oh, my fault, bro.
No, I was like, and I'm really messing with it because at first it's like, oh, if Orga tells Mika to do something, he just does it. So it's like, he ain't really got much direction by himself without Orga. But then as the show goes on, he gets his own direction and wants to. I'm trying to see where it goes in the next season.
Right. I mean, is it necessarily wrong that he's like that when it pertains to Orga, though? Like, if they're working as a team, and also Orga's like his boss, you know.
Orga's also like his big brother, too.
And his big brother, right. So, like, his kind of attitude of, like, you know, you say jump, I'll say how high. Like, I don't really find... It's toxic in some aspects, but in others, right. I find it kind of admirable.
In the aspect that it is used the most, it is toxic.
But how, though?
Right.
Because it's not like Orga ever steers him, or at least for the most part, he doesn't steer him in the wrong direction. So that's why they have that trust. And like early on, you see they get a lot of shit done by not really questioning each other's actions. So I mean, I don't know if I could agree with that right now. At least
I look at it in the real world aspect of it. If it was two people in the real world, and I tell you to jump and you jump, and you're doing things and I'm not doing things, and we get caught at one point, no matter what I say, oh, I was telling him to do it, you're still the one that's going to get in trouble.
That's not true. You both are taking that 50-50.
Think about it, though. It's not as if it's like, yeah, Orga sends Mika into battle and if Mika fails and he dies. At the same time, like, if Mika fails in a like the whole group fails. Like,
and if Mika, like, bro, everyone's stakes are really.
Take your eyes to the podcast chat.
I was reading it, but it was for you, so I was just like,
why that nigga say me?
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
what happened?
That man asked 2 for the hookup into the podcast, like 2 podcasts alone or something.
As for features on the podcast, not to cut this conversation that we're currently having short, but personally, I'm open to it. But at the same time, we have a lot of building to do. Just the core member.
Maybe in like 2 weeks, we got you. You can slide up in there.
Right. It's to be determined.
It's to be determined. Shit.
No pun intended.
Wait, nigga, huh?
What?
What? Was there? Hold up.
Hey, bro, pause on that, bro.
Hey, man, let's still stay in the cast and support us, you know?
Nigga, shut up, Hero.
Hero is lame for that one. Okay.
I can't believe you just said that shit. Bino, beat his ass in Pokemon again. I'm tired of this.
No, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm scared to battle anybody, I'm scared to battle Hero.
This nigga Bino's in his one dub and never playing him again.
Oh God, I thought about that yesterday, Aizen.
Hey, he pulling a Master J on Michael Jordan right now. Nigga, Master J beat Michael Jordan in one game of 21 and never played that nigga again.
Why, if you beat somebody once, why would you play them again?
Nigga, what you mean?
To not be a hoe ass nigga.
Nigga, what the fuck? Shit, I take rematches for chess all the time. They just still end up losing.
But back to the conversation though, like Mika and Orga and Tekkadan as a whole, like if Mika's almost like the, I'm not gonna say front man, but like the nigga who's doing a lot of like
the heavy lifting,
a lot of the moving and shaking for the group.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he, falls, then it kind of reflects on the whole group. The whole group is gonna fall. So it's not necessarily like Orga's like saying like, all right, you be the fall guy, and like if you go down, then I'm safe. It's like, no, we're gonna put all our trust in you to take care of this.
But in that aspect, how it's like, okay, Orga told me to do it, I'm gonna do it. No hesitation, nothing. Straight savage. He might be the realest person I've seen in anime.
I mean, because he's a ride or die, and it's like in their predicament, my nigga, what can they lose?
This nigga,
that's true. What can they lose?
I gotta watch it because I'm thinking like Zoro.
It's like, nigga, you either fight for trying to gain, or you're gonna lose, or you're gonna get kicked under the rug regardless. Like
Zoro is not on the level of savageness that Mika is on.
Not if he's not.
Really, I mean, because
their situations are different.
Yeah, I'm talking about. You said Robert.
And also,
I
mean,
I was like,
Zoro has more of an independent thinking, so like it doesn't.
Yikes.
Like Zoro's not gonna cut a nigga down because Luffy told him to every time. He's gonna be like, he's gonna ask morally, does this make sense? I mean, but it is his captain, so most of the time
I think he's gonna cut him down most of the time.
I think 9 times out of 10, Zoro's
he's not gonna cut down if it's an innocent nigga walking down the street and Luffy was like, hey, cut him down because he could potentially be an enemy, but we've never seen this nigga before, never heard anything from him. Zoro is gonna be like, he's gonna be skeptical on it. That's all I'm saying.
Crazy.
Mika isn't questioning anything.
Not questioning the damn. If you tell him to do it, he's like, okay, I got it, done.
Yeah,
I can.
But Zoro might even feel bad after doing it if he did.
Not do that. Though.
That's what I said. I gotta watch it. I gotta see.
What'd you say?
More this character.
I'm saying, when have we seen Zoro not like do that?
And yeah, too. That's what I'm like.
Because I definitely have a specific memory to when, Zoro definitely takes everything into account before acting.
I'm saying, but if Luffy tells him to do something, like he does it.
Yeah, but I'm saying Mika doesn't think right or wrong. He just does.
Right.
Zoro's he has a little bit more morality towards how he acts.
Too. That's why I'm saying I gotta watch it because I gotta really see how Mika's character is.
Mika in the beginning of the anime, Mika's character is a shell. Is basically a shell. That's how I
view him as he's a weapon basically. He's a sword or he's like a gun that Orga just points and fires in a direction.
Yes.
Oh, so he's on some like Zabuza Haku type stuff.
Yeah, kind of like that. Because how he sees it is like, I'm only alive right now because of Orga. So like the life that I have left in me is given to me by him. So I might as well just use it for him.
Okay, so I can see it now. I see again. Yeah, now I get it. I have a better understanding of his character. So it's not necessarily I'm not gonna say not necessarily a ride or die. It's I'm not gonna say a soulless person, but I'm living for you. Like
it's kind of like that. But I mean,
I don't know if you ask me.
That's pretty ride or die.
That's ride or die because it goes both ways.
I don't see that's the only reason I don't classify it as like true ride or die is because that person isn't living for themselves as well. You see what I'm saying? So like I feel like it's more of a I'm living as a tool or as a weapon as to I guess
basically
that's
further this person's
But
agenda.
like it's deeper than ride or die. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like I am only I'm not even living. I'm just being used as the outlet for you, like type of thing. That I guess that's what I'm trying to separate.
No.
But
That's
it's not as soulless as that, because like Mika has friends that he cares about. Like even the first episode, he's like, like these are people that I care about. I'm gonna do
what I can to help
to be done so that we get to live and have a better life. Like anyone who gets in the way is dying. Basically, he's saying.
Okay,
it's like
then
how I
that's
see
right.
it is Mika and Orga pretty much built a foundation, and everyone around them formed around it.
Right.
In the sense that like they made a family, and Orga was always the brain, Mika was always the muscle, and like together they're one moving machine.
That's facts.
And it's like that's why I feel like it they're both in it. I feel like they both have something to lose at the same percentage. I don't know, like if
Right.
one let's say if
never
one was to die, right, the other one is gonna feel like the machine isn't moving the same. Like nigga,
Right.
how are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like they gonna feel lost because they're brothers essentially. That's why I'm kind of going with it. Like
it's never a
oh,
case like
nigga
Zabuza
choosing.
and Haku. It was always a case of like Zabuza using this nigga, like,
Right.
and disregarding his feelings and like pushing him to do these things for his agenda and not really caring about what Haku felt about it. Like even Orga, even though Orga will know the answer before he asks it, but he'll ask it anyway because he cares about Mikazuki's input.
Right. And
like
it's like
episode 4 when he asked Mikazuki to do some cleaning for him because niggas was fucking them over and they were trying to take control, and he came to Mika with a gun and he was like, I got something for you to do.
He said, all right, don't worry about it, I got it.
Right. He's like, you gotta ask, bro. He's like, that's what you want to do, I'm already for it. Like, so
it's like he doesn't
you
always
see that baby over there? That's a potential downfall of the universe. Gotcha.
Look, like
Basically,
he cares for his input on these situations.
Baby
And
gonna
it's
die
like
today.
it's not like he always feels good having him do this shit at the same time, but it's like, damn, we need this to get done. You're the best dude for the job. So yeah. And they'll be like, damn, I don't want to ask this nigga, but fuck, I got to. You'd be like, before you even walk in the room, yes, I got you. I'm on it. Nigga putting on his boots.
He ain't even gotta ask a question. He just walk in there and be like, hey yo, Mika, he be like, don't worry about it, I got you. What you need?
Right.
I'll do it.
So how do you feel about Orga then? Because you said that nigga was shady in the beginning.
He was his character was like, he was just moving weird. In my eyes, he was just moving weird. Like his if he wasn't talking and he was just around everybody else, he was kind of moving weird. Like Bloomington was moving, like she started moving weird. Orga was moving weird like that, and it was throwing me off. But like, he hasn't really moved weird. He hasn't moved weird in like 3 episodes, so like I've kind of like gotten away from it.
I just see Orga as like a shrewd person, and he's like crafty. That's how I view him. Who's your favorite member of Tekiden then?
I gotta go Mika or Akihiro.
Right.
Akihiro is that nigga.
Just because of how they look in their how they interact in their Gundams when they fight. But then if I take that out, then I like Biscuit.
Right. Biscuit smooth too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He a little hoe for this last episode. I smacked dog shit out his ass.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to add is like we get to see a lot more of, I'd say, Mika opening up when he gets in Gundam.
Right.
I feel like he's most comfortable when he's in battle.
Mm-hmm.
And he be talking hella shit.
I know, but like I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I finally sat down and was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. Because if I didn't, I would be in here bored.
I've been pushing this agenda. I'm starting to finally see the fruits of my labor, though. Because I have to watch this shit.
This is the only one I'm watching now. Don't expect me to watch nothing else.
I mean, I don't really care as long as you watch.
That nigga low-key got excited. That nigga saw me tweet about it. He was like, "That nigga keeps watching Gundam. I be bro, is this real life?"
This nigga Hero had in his New Year's resolution, get my homies to watch Gundam.
He's so happy that at the end of the year we are finally watching Gundam 2.
That's crazy. I already watched Gundam. I was just fucking with Hero anyway.
That's one of the worst ones. All that nigga talk about is Destiny. That's like the worst one. One of the worst ones.
That's crazy, dog. You just gonna you see, bro, this is why I slander you. You got here disrespecting the best Gundam series.
But what would you rate season 1 then right now, Bino? Out of 10.
Right now? Out of 10?
Hero, get down there.
I don't know.
Because you ain't watch the whole season.
No, I'm at 21. So like from what I've seen, I really like it, and it's up there in top in the anime that I'm watching. How I feel about it, because I ain't gonna lie, you and Keith, I was listening to y'all talk about it one day, and y'all was like, "Oh, this happens," and like since I started watching it, every little altercation they get in the back of my head, I'm like, "Oh, bro, please don't let it happen here. Please don't let it happen here. Please don't let it happen here." And then they get out of it, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then 2 episodes later, they get in another altercation, and it's like, oh, fuck my heart, bro. Stop.
That's really feel though. It's like
that shit is like, yeah, bro. You gonna feel all that.
You gonna feel all that.
Nigga ain't
even no escaping it. Nigga, if you got spoiled and watched it, you gonna feel it.
Bro, talk about agenda. Say pause after that sentence, nigga. What the fuck?
Like,
you said what?
I'm gonna need you to say pause after that sentence, dog. Nigga said you gonna
not
feel.
Be gay. I mean,
you don't want out here talking about you gonna feel all that shit.
But we talking about emotions, my nigga.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. Pause.
This nigga crazy.
But no, like I watched Akame got killed, and after spoilers to anybody who has not watched that shit. After the first, Keith, hold on before I talk. Keith, you watch it?
No, I don't really have any intention.
Everybody dies, my nigga. All right, look,
so,
everybody.
When the first people in the group died, I was like, bro, I can't watch Akame got killed anymore. I'm gonna take a break from it, bro. The funeral episode in Iron Blooded Orphans hit harder than the first 2 deaths in Akame got killed.
Talk about it,
bro. I was sitting in the dealership getting my wing spoiler put on my car, and I was like, oh man, I had to pause the episode. I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, bro. Oh, just thinking about it now, bro, I'm finna cry because, man. And they was like, it's okay to cry. And they was like, nah, we can't look lame for our cool friends. Oh, bro. Oh, man. And I tell you, I was finna start bawling in the dealership.
So we might as well talk about agendas as a whole. Anybody reading or watching anything this past week or week and a half they want to talk about specifically?
On some more hype shit, let's talk about SAO. Gas.
Gas. I'm not hearing nothing. SAO slander is not flying anywhere near me, bro.
Blocked immediately. I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Y'all told me to catch up and watch part 2 or whatever, because I was like, oh man, I heard that Kirito wasn't gonna be up.
when old girl came, I'm not gonna spoil, but when old girl came and then they clashed as soon as she came out that tent, I said, "Whoa!"
Exactly.
That shit was hype as hell.
Exactly, bro. People are asleep.
I was
it
like,
just
"Turn
looks
up."
incredible. Like SAO just looks incredible.
Bro,
And the story ain't
that shit
bad
looks
neither.
as good as Fate be looking.
That was crazy. And I know I hope he gets up. I really do. Like at the end, if something at the end where he gets up, that'd be so solid.
Man, I don't know. I'm okay with the girls running this season.
Oh God, I'm okay with them running this season.
Right.
Alice did a hell of a job all the way up until now, so she can keep running with it.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Alice and Asuna got this. I'm not really worried about that nigga getting up. When he do get up, though, it's gonna be lit as hell. But I'm just saying, I'm not really worried about it as of now.
Man, when he started crying when she came to the
I was like,
yes.
Damn. Like
He
knew, like that's my girl, dude. Like she came, like.
It was
weird. They ain't have to put all his hoes in the room.
She didn't really tell. She should have been like, "Yeah, this is my husband in real life for you."
Right.
What? Like she just kept quiet for some reason. I'm like, you better tell her. I don't know who you is. It's my husband.
I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of wanted Alice to flex because, like, if we're keeping it a stat, Alice grew up with that nigga in Underworld. They literally knew each other since children. So if we really want to talk about years spent together when they was trying to compare, I'm like, Alice actually has a leg up on Asuna.
Yeah, I mean, because remember, Alice.
Oh,
I mean, Alice lost it. Like she doesn't.
I know she doesn't have those memories. So I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
If we're being 100, like, Alice has a leg up in that department because her and Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh all grew up together, so they were all born in the same village, so on the same day.
True. I did like that little altercation when they were like, "Oh, I'll trade your information," and they start.
No, bro.
It.
They didn't have to put all his girls in one room. They didn't have to do him like that.
The little girl was cute though. She came. She said, She said he traded me, and we've only traded for like a couple months, but I'll trade information."
Excuse me, but I was like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, bro. We dealing with vets right now. Like we ain't
go to sleep. How old is you?
On God, nobody cares what you gotta say.
Oh snap!
I'm getting on COD. My game finished downloading.
I do feel some type of way about Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like when the girls came in and they and they started the people that the two girls that Yu-Gi-Oh and Kirito trained or whatever, and they started talking and she was like, "Oh, the sword, Yu-Gi-Oh is speaking to me." I was like, "Oh, dang."
I didn't feel nothing for that one. Yu-Gi-Oh, I didn't like you. I ain't not like Yu-Gi-Oh.
What, bro?
You don't like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was saying,
no. I did not like him, but I didn't like him. He was. I was neutral
when he
with
said
with
enhanced
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ornament. That shit went so hard.
Right, Yu-Gi-Oh's like my dog, bro. I fuck with him heavy.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yu-Gi-Oh just did not hit for me like that. No, not at all.
That's crazy.
Right,
are y'all out y'all game?
Yeah,
this guy at the game.
Yeah, Keith, where you at? All that shit you was talking, I'm here.
So what is that? Is this SAO? Nobody got anything else?
I don't watch shit else. I ain't even gonna
really like. I mean, as far as them having a trader within that one place, that kind of like it would make sense. Like, how else did they find him, and then get all the way through all the security to get to that? Like, because they're pretty much on an entire. What is it? Isn't that like a?
They're like on a marine.
It's like
it's like one of those helicarriers, right?
Yeah.
So like, how did they just get all the way through there, get all the way down to the bottom with like a group of 10 niggas? Some has to be up. So
yeah, that shit is crazy. I wonder, like, going forward, like, because y'all know, like, Mothers Rosario, they had the technology where that girl, what was her name, Yuri?
When she was actually in the game, and it wasn't
No,
just
when she was kind of like hanging with Austin in real life, but like in that little camera that would just be on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, is that going to be how it's going to be with Alice when she comes to the real world? If she comes, like, because essentially everyone in Underworld, they are real people. Like, they are real people just without bodies.
No, so you're asking what they're going to do with her soul, per se?
Yeah, once they bring her Floodlight out of the game or out of Underworld and into real life.
I mean, they would have to have like a real body. I don't think they have like real bodies just laying around for her to take.
You're not gonna have like, a body for her to inhabit, bro. She's gonna be like in a camera, like gonna be able to like access interface and shit. That's how I feel.
She's gonna be like Yui.
Because that's kind of what she was created to do.
Yeah, because that's interesting you said that. Because remember, Alice was like, when she's talking to everybody in the game, she's like, yeah, I have to bring you back, and they were like, oh well, what are they gonna do with her? Why does everybody want her? And she was like, oh, we're gonna bring her out, and she's gonna be able to make that decision on what she wants to do.
Right.
Basically,
and I mean, she didn't want to tell her that the entire purpose of all of this was to create AI to be used in war and shit.
I do like the realization of when they're breaking down all the information and Austin is like she realizes that there's a snake on their side like in the real world. I'm trying to think who that is.
The weirdo with the glasses.
You think it's
I don't think it's either of them.
I don't think it's either of those two. I think
Why?
it's somebody
else. It could honestly be the nigga who
No. The nigga that stays at the computer, not the dude that looks like, not the dude that's been helping Kirito, but the other dude.
Because think about it. Go ahead.
They made him a little too passionate, so they probably made him like that just so he can be like, it was on me. Like he's just gonna like have that 360 and be like.
At the same time, he may be innocent because didn't he have that moment where he realized like, oh shit, like not all the accounts are locked, like he had the moment where he was like, they could access the dark,
the bad guys, whatever.
Right, so that kind of makes me feel like he's innocent because otherwise, why kind of give him that monologue of that internal struggle?
And I'm trying to think who's gonna fight the main villain at the end. If Kirito doesn't get up, is it just gonna be like a tag team with Alice?
Yeah, did you not watch the opening?
No. Well, I mean, I watched it, but I don't really take the openings like that.
Wow, you don't be watching openings, nigga?
That opening, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta watch. That one's fucking fire.
The opening slap, bro. The song.
I do not watch openings.
I do, but I don't take like most of the time for stuff like this. I don't.
You have to watch the opening.
Once, like,
changes the scenes that pop up, so you have to watch it.
No, I'm saying like you don't watch it at least like one time through, or like.
No, I do.
But no, too, the song didn't change. So if you watched it for the song once, then it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Then you wouldn't notice that there's a different scene.
Right.
Because if they're tag teaming, that's dope. That'd be dope.
I think it's gonna be a tag team.
I didn't know it was a different scene until I watched it on the timeline one day because somebody put it on the timeline.
Because that nigga's not gonna be he's not gonna be a joke, bro. Like, because
of course
he's like they gave Asuna like a god avatar. She's able to split the earth, like for miles and shit. Like, imagine what that nigga Vector can do.
Yeah. And she said she can only do that like 2-3 more times, and that's it. Like to that scale.
That's a lot of times, though. 2-3 more times.
So she gotta use it effectively though, and we don't even know if that might get countered by somebody like one of those times. Because we still don't know what fully happened to the one
dude that they brought in.
Yeah, he fell down the hole, but he gonna come back. He is.
Right, no, of course.
He gonna fight Renly, bro. Renly gonna get that nigga to business. I ain't even worried about that. Oh no, he's gonna fight the commander.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard.
See more of Renly's.
I feel like the commander should like no diff him then. So.
Berkuli?
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think.
I don't think so.
The commander's like up there with like Alice and them. Like
low key, Berkuli is easily stronger than Alice.
Yeah, so like he should destroy him if he fights him.
So you think Bert Cooley's going to demolish the dude that Vector
he
had?
Have that much of a like challenge. Like he should like be like.
We'll see. But I'm just saying, Bert Cooley's no joke either.
Hey, and I want to see that rematch between the girl with the little thin sword and the dude that fights the break swords or whatever.
The pugilist.
That was clean. I like that.
But that thin sword, oh man, just
I don't want to.
Cuts off limbs.
So she should have murdered.
When she cut that girl's arm from the middle of the knuckle down to the shoulder, I was like,
oh.
I was like, you did not have to do that.
Yeah,
but you know, like, during that altercation,
can't cut us. Slice.
Bro, I'd rather die than have her cut my arm off like that.
Right.
Because during their altercation, she even states, she's like, "Yeah, I can just cut him right now," but she was having fun.
Yeah,
she literally said she could just slice him up right now, like in his face or something or whatever, because he put all his strength into his arm or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Because her sword is bendable and it's flexible, so she can like whip around it and cut the other parts of him instead.
Like she's not even trying with him. Like no, they rematch. She should obliterate him.
But she wants a hit on hit. Like she wants a head-to-head fight.
That's crazy.
She's an ape.
She's actually one of the strongest integrity knights as well, because she was facing the pugilist by herself.
Bro, no, we haven't talked about the dude with the arrows, bro.
Dude, when he took at that sword.
Oh, that nigga's cold as what?
Bro, he grabbed this sword, bro.
Yeah, man just started dropping nuclear arrow bombs on people.
That nigga is cold.
The field.
My favorite integrity knight though is Renly. Bro.
Renly is cold. I like his weapons a lot. I want to see more of them. I want to see what they do like specific. Like we didn't really see what they do.
Is that to do with the little boomerang things?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like that little scene with him and Kirito.
But the worst was two little girls.
To make you like that Edwin dude, the one with the whip, or what was his name?
I didn't really like the one with the whip. Alice's little apprentice or whatever.
They try hard to get you to feel for him, dog.
They was trying so hard to get you to feel for him. I did not care for him at all.
Yeah, as soon as he started talking about this messed up myself, we need you, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta protect Kirito."
I felt
and he was
for
like,
him because he went in and he had like the cube like change like.
He went in.
Like,
but
I lost respect for him when he knew Kirito was the one to beat the admin or whatever, and Alice is like, "No, I'm not gonna come because I'm gonna protect him."
Kirito's hogging all the Alice.
I mean,
well, it's obviously he had some kind of attachment to Alice, so.
And it just made me mad though, because I'm like,
bro, he didn't go in when like that scene where it went to his cube, bro. That shit was
he didn't go in.
It was a cool moment for him, and it looked gorgeous. But like when they was fighting back the army and shit, he didn't really do anything at all.
Oh yeah, facts. Very impressive. He even said that he couldn't protect his thing, and they had to.
Right.
He was mad because Renly killed the dude.
Yeah.
Right.
He said. He said on top of that, though,
exactly. Renly only had the fight because that nigga wasn't doing his job.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Yeah, I lost respect for him when he knew Kirito was the one that actually saved their whole freaking kingdom from the admin. And
at the same time, I think a lot of them had a hard time believing that the administrator was actually, evil.
No, I don't care if all the other knights are like, "Oh my gosh, thank you," or they respect Kirito.
I don't know about the little ones, the two little twins. I don't know about them.
I mean, they respect Kirito just because the fact that Kirito could have easily killed them, but he spared them.
I just like how that. I really liked how they. I really like how they touched on them.
I said he super spared them, dog.
Oh yeah,
like
they really went along with it, so he could just get dragged to the other knights. Like
their weapons are pretty cool too. It's like poisonous or whatever. That's just dope.
They don't even be wearing armor. They just be out.
Nah,
there.
you know what hit me though? What hit me is when Kirito heard her voice and instantly just like lifted his head and started crying.
That's what we were saying. Like when he saw her and he just started like bawling. Like
I was like, oh.
I was like, dog.
Get in there.
I want to be in a catatonic state and have a girl that I still know in the back of my head.
This nigga,
It's kind of crazy too when you think about it. Like from his perspective, it's been like over 2 years since he's seen her too. So like that definitely hit for him.
Yeah, I forgot the time is
how many of
going
us are
faster.
in this right now? 1, 2, 3.
You said what?
We should have 6 viewers at the minimum.
Yeah.
Should have this open.
I mean, half of if y'all watching, but
You lagged.
nah, I said half of those might be y'all. Like,
right, of course.
because
You
I'm
gotta
in
watch
there.
it. Because it counts one for me just being on like the editing screen. So
that's 1. I'm in there. That's 2.
I'm in there.
That's 3.
Where's it being? I don't know the.
This
nah,
nigga
it's
Miles.
How you not know your own channel, bro?
I mean, I apologize. I told you I'm
yeah.
here for
I don't even know though because like it has a participants list, but it only shows the main account. I don't know why. Like even if it's like 10 views, it's only gonna show superior in there. So could be people not even watching on accounts either though.
But oh my god, no, we're on Piccadilly.
Two always somewhere crying about a damn map. Just play the game.
Nah, it's the worst map in the game.
Piccadilly a smooth map now, and that's fucking cap, nigga. You just saw what Shipment was on.
I've been saying Piccadilly is a smooth map.
I've been trying to tell y'all that, but every time we play Cyber Attack, niggas want to cry to me, bro. I don't want to play on Piccadilly.
Cyber Attack. What? I'll play anything.
I feel like certain maps is good for certain things. Like
I'll play Cyber Attack, Piccadilly, or Search and Destroy. But this,
like, I feel like the best Cyber Attack map is that Dungeon Cave one.
Bro, the whole other team left.
Near cave or whatever. Why is the other team leaving, bro? It's just so whack.
Hold up, bro. I'm trying to get some points. Cap A.
I mean, the last team left. The last team left because I was just doing so fucking good.
I was at the top of the leaderboard though, but
podcast, yo.
I mean, that's cool.
This is what we turned into.
We ain't gonna act like you wasn't caps, but I mean,
don't be mad at me because I play the objectives.
I say y'all
the other
niggas
team
really
fears
playing
me.
I'm just saying, you know, like
we've been playing this whole time.
I know, nigga. That's like we.
I mean, we're still having productive conversation though. It's not like it's inhibiting us.
You sure you not having lapses in your speaking?
Nigga, what?
No rap cap. No rap cap.
Sure
Yeah, do we make where's our list at?
It's in check.
It's in conference.
Bro, forget that list. We winging it. We winging it this week.
So I know we winging this episode. So we talked about IBO. We talked about Sword Art. What else is like?
Keith, what you watching this week, man? Talk to us. You ain't talking yet.
What am I watching? Well,
yes, sir.
I'm just on my One Piece journey, but I ain't really much to talk about, my nigga. One thing I do want to go over though is, I heard my nigga Sanji like went out bad after the Straw Hats got separated, but just to see it with my own eyes, bro, that shit really fucked me up. I got a whole little like reaction clip to how that turned out. bro. Come on,
no, wait. Did you see what he did you finish that arc with him? Like
nah, I only watched the first 4 when they showed where everyone was at, and then that was it.
Oh, just wait.
all I'm saying is it's like, nigga, as soon as I saw a fish with lipstick on, I was like, yeah, bro. this just ain't it off that alone. Like, what is that? Like, the animals are on some weird shit. I'm cool, bro.
Oda really started holding that nigga.
I was like, I was just thinking like this nigga Luffy, like out of all people in the crew, landed on the island that either Sanji or Brook would die to go to, and this is where this nigga landed.
Right.
Brook shit confused the fuck out of me. I was like, bro, why does this fucking sheep skull have this afro on top of it? And like when he was surrounded by the cult, Like, what is it? Like, what even is this?
Longhorn tribe.
It's gonna be
Wait,
funny
wasn't it the
too.
Longhorn tribe?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Niggas got double jointed arms.
Brooke easily got sent to the
Okay,
worst.
look. Would y'all
Imagine
rather
you getting punched by a
would
nigga
y'all
and then he
rather
bow
be
you
part of
twice.
the long arm tribe or the long leg tribe?
You said what?
Would y'all rather have those double jointed arms or have those double jointed legs?
I would rather have double jointed legs.
They don't even have double jointed legs. They just have really long legs.
I would rather have them long ass legs, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take the legs, bro. Fuck those arms. Those just ugly as hell.
And I haven't even got to what you're talking about yet, but that shit sound wild.
It would be double jointed because
the long legs.
Point if you have two of them, it'll be
that's happened already.
Yeah.
When? Refresh me, man.
We don't see long leg tribe niggas until.
Oh my god.
Are we being serious?
Wait, is Apu? I forgot Apu's long arm, right?
Yeah.
His leg.
Wasn't they on the whole island with those people though?
Nigga, bro, I'm positive that long leg niggas haven't popped up where I'm at.
They haven't. They have not.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, didn't they go to that island? Is what I'm saying.
No, they haven't gone to any long like the island.
No, I don't know. Is that one pirate with them long ass arms? Is he a part of this clan or tribe? What why the fuck is this?
You talking about Apu?
You talking about
that nigga be Naruto running by default.
Yeah, so like there's a whole people like that. A whole
Yes.
I could have sworn,
bro,
that island that they do the Davy back
fight is just run around like that. They just flailing on their own.
Oh, you talking about the
Davy
long
back
leg? That's the
Davy back
animals.
technically isn't canon.
Yeah, Jalen, that's the animals.
That nigga started running, bro, and
because remember
nowhere.
remember the actual man is actually like on the pogo sticks things, like the long pogo sticks. Yeah.
I thought that was the island. Just nobody was there anymore.
Yeah, that might be the case, but I think it was just the animals that they showed like that. I don't think there was any people like that.
Too, that nigga started running from building to building, my nigga.
Yeah, look at his arms.
Kizaru, that nigga took one step. That nigga took one step and kicked bro on top of his head. Bro, that shit was so clean.
Bro, y'all can't tell me like the funniest shit in One Piece. And niggas' arms be so long, they literally just flailing in the wind.
Bro,
that shit ain't make me laugh. That nigga's just ugly. Like, that's how I looked at it.
Nigga ugly as hell. Oh, Keisha, I keep reenacting.
Dang, bro. Sabo, dude,
I'm in
Sabo,
my kitchen.
God. That arc was so good. I
ain't gonna sit here and act like the last 3 episodes was some heat and the rest was cool. It was a good arc, but that's just it, really. Like
I just like the introduction of all these different characters that were assumed to be like around Luffy's level, like the other captains, more specifically.
What really blew me is this how you know that nigga Luffy is like strictly just focused on what the fuck him and his people are doing. This nigga never once thought there might be someone out there other than my brother that's like a pirate on my level 2 or next to my level.
Yeah, he thought he was that nigga.
Like this nigga was like, "Oh, guys, we're on our adventure. Oh my god, there's other pirates." Like, nigga, what?
Like literally when they're walking out the little auction house and him, Law, and Kid are arguing like, "No, I'm gonna take him out." They like, stay out of my way. I'm like, niggas, like they all pull it up. Y'all can all fight, bro.
My thing, why I thought that shit was so cool though is like this is just from my perspective. Even though they're enemies, they all had like some type of respect for each other's power, or at least like the reputation from what it seemed going in. Like niggas, you know, like they could have went there and just started fucking each other up. They were like, I wanna see what he's coming with or what he's about, or if he really
like, bro, the admirals are coming. I ain't got time to fight you, nigga.
Yeah, but some of them didn't even know that was going on. I'm talking like way before, like this nigga Law wanted to be before he even knew. Well, no, before Luffy even showed up. Like Luffy was gone for like 2 episodes.
Bro, that nigga Law was chilling in the theater. This nigga
I'm
Luffy started
saying
walking
he was
towards.
cooling,
He
arms up
started
and
walking
everything.
towards the Celestial Dragon, and he's like, "Yeah, we get why? What you doing, nigga? Whoa, hey!"
Yeah, that scene was cool. When they panned to all the other like different pirates' faces before Luffy punched them, that was clean.
On God, that nigga lost a slick ass smile. Bro, in the translation I have, because it's weird. Like, I'm watching it in sub, right? But I am watching it on Funimation, so they have the English subs instead of like how it would be translated originally for us.
Yeah.
It was like all that nigga said when he punched him was straw hat with a smile on his face. Oh shit.
No, I remember feeling like when I tell you I literally binge watched that mess like sophomore year. I remember in the middle of the night watching the ending sequence of Sabaody, and when Usopp was still shooting Kizaru, and it wasn't like it was facing through him because he was light.
Doesn't he always say his thing like "Not very bushy, not very bushy"? Like,
and then
I was
Robin,
like, God damn it!
Robin pushed his Zoro's body over, and then Kizaru just stepped on it. I was like, bruh, no.
Usopp and Robin made that shit so much more worse for me, including Nami, because Usopp
too, for real.
just showing that he was helpless in a moment, not knowing what to do, and the only thing he could do was shoot his slingshot, and the shit wasn't working. And then Robin, knowing damn well Luffy isn't gonna be able to save her, reaching her hand out. I was like, come on, my nigga, you really just trying to get to a nigga now. You knew damn well this nigga far as hell. Like, what blew me about that is Luffy, why didn't he stretch his arm out? Like, I'm like, nigga, what you doing? The one time this nigga don't want to use his devil fruit power, this nigga just normally running with his hand out in front of him.
We out here all sad and shit. He's just
I was gonna say I think because he used gear stacking or whatever. But
bro, I had mixed emotions because I was like,
but that whole time I was like, damn, I ain't think any of this. What you thinking right now?
Nah, I was sad as fuck, nigga. Go ahead and watch that video right now.
Yes, right. That nigga Keith was like, that nigga Keith was sniffing. He said, I ain't gonna cry on camera, bro. He said it all right now.
Niggas was in the comments trying to give me just trying to give me, trying to like cheer me up and shit. Like, bro, it's okay to cry. Like, it's One Piece, man. It gets all of us emotional. I'm like, nigga, I know. I was watching this shit before I was reacting to it. Nigga, I just ain't trying to become a meme and shit. That would be, hey, meme the fuck out of my account if you want.
Hey, man, I'm gonna take that picture and put on the Naruto music like
that nigga already a meme, bro.
But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they did a good ass job with that arc. But it was like at the beginning, it was just cool to me, and later on, damn, this shit real.
Again, I love how they showed like Luffy having that little mental breakdown. That was so cool because that's like you don't get to see that, bro. Like again, that's why I like the whole superhero in-game movie concept. Like we typically don't get to see the hero like lose the whole situation and have to deal with the consequences. Like we get to see how they deal with it.
That's facts.
At that point for me, that's when I knew One Piece was just like, bro, this bit right here. Like I even knew it was more episodes, but I was looking at the episode like, I don't know how we're gonna get out of this.
Y'all watching that other shit? Couldn't be me. Nigga, this One Piece hit. Oh god.
One thing I want to talk about is with main characters. People swear that like a character needs to like deeply change like his whole personality from the beginning. Like, nah, like not like just to be a main character, bro. You do not need to, bro. He's the same since the beginning. All right, bro, and like he's not the exact.
He just need to realize a couple things.
But the thing is, it's like people have to realize not every character has like big personality flaws. Nigga, you could be a good person. You could have some decent morale, and
they want them to be like Kaneki and change
some
personalities
cool
10
intellect.
times.
Yeah, like nigga, everyone doesn't come out on the scene naive, oblivious to relationships,
Right, and
weak-minded.
different characters have different journeys, and there's different journeys leading
Exactly.
to different
Well, no,
points.
your
Like, they're
character
not
was
always
weak.
at the same point.
Who the fuck would want to watch that all the time, bro? And honestly, I don't even know why they can. I can't say I don't know why they complain because, that's literally all you see in most shonen. Actually, matter of fact, I guess I do understand where they're coming from. Cause that's all the fuck they see. Oh, oblivious shonen character. He's stupid. He likes to eat a lot of food. he doesn't know how to talk to women. And then out of nowhere, boom, training arc. Dark thoughts. Like it's really just the same shit. Like for a lot of shonen right now. That's why I like Dr. Stone. I like
Dr. Stone, best anime out
Fire
right now.
Force.
That's kind of
You
what I
know,
liked
That's
about
the best
Demon
anime
Slayer
out right
too,
now, but
because
Dr. Stone definitely top
which
tier.
one is not like that?
The manga's
Kirito,
also
I think.
Look, I'm sorry, Hero, you're not going to change my opinion.
Not
Not
Did I
happening
say?
at all.
I mean, no, it's arguably like best out. That's coming from someone that stopped watching like 4
Tanjiro.
episodes in because I had other shit to do. But like, I personally feel like if we were to compare and contrast between that and Demon Slayer, yeah, Dr. Stone came with a little bit more originality to me.
Oh yeah. I just mean as far as like
Dr.
the
Stone's first
main
season,
like
which
standard for like the.
I believe it had episode 24 and the first season is over. It's
It
flawless.
what?
It's flawless. Dr. Stone's first season is flawless.
Pure gas.
Watching Dr. Stone is like going to school again and having fun. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because you learning about shit that actually matters.
Yeah, I saw a tweet. My man Tommy was like, "Bro, Dr. Stone taught me how to whip up crack from scratch. Ain't no way you saying it's not top tier for me."
It is some niggas that like was saying stuff that I was like, bro, you ain't know this. Like, oh, so shit, that's how you make wine? Like, nigga, come on, bro. Or that's what's in wine? Like, nigga, like you learn this in any other movie, any other show that brings this shit up. But yeah, it was cool because I think it's cool on the same token because they broke down the little things though. Like you get
I think
see,
it's how they do it. That's what's
yeah. It was cool.
I gotta catch up in Dr. Stone though. So shit.
Same.
I remember someone tried to clown that nigga's hair. I was like, low key, for him to be a nerdy ass nigga, he got a haircut, got that Johnny Test thing.
He's got a real cool design.
The
hair looks weird to me sometimes, but sometimes it looks real cool.
And his fit, like the fit that he had when he first popped up on the scene, like after everything went down, it was kind of drippy. It was as drippy as it could get at the moment, you know. Like this nigga came with like a little raggedy robe, but it hit.
I tell you about how you right. That man Senku pull up in a robe with some straw sandals on and still be making his joint look flight. They be giving him the angles and everything.
No
This
cap.
is the Caveman edition by L'Oreal.
I ain't gonna lie, Kohaku bad though.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I saw two sisters and they both look smooth. I mean, like they look smooth as far as like character design goes because nigga, they eyes.
Bro, the eye thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think that like that it was. They weren't like super far apart. Where it just like look stupid. It just looked.
That's exactly what I brought up. Oh, well, really, one of them. I think it might be the youngest one.
It's the one that was sick. The one that was sick. Her eyes are super far apart, but Kohaku's eyes are normal.
I don't think
either
one looks that bad.
Nah,
in real life,
like,
if they were real bad, but
one. It's not just how far apart they are. One's is more rounded than Kohaku has more slanted eyes to give her a serious tone. Like if you ever
No,
noticed,
their eyes do be kind of far apart, but that's just the art style. I actually kind of find it pretty cool.
Yeah, that's just his shit.
Yeah,
It
that's what
doesn't
I'm
look too
saying.
bad.
That looks dope to me. Still.
Do we ever figure out about your oh shit. I had her name in my head. I don't know if I pronounced it wrong. Her and the other dude. Do we ever get inside of what? Do they ever come back?
No, they don't do anything.
Not this season though.
Yeah, the anime's over.
I mean, it's confirmed that they still there, but you know.
Season 2 is confirmed though.
Oh, season 2 is gonna be that gas. I ain't even worried about that shit.
Anime's so mainstream
we
now.
Talking about the best anime this year, fact.
War of the Underworld is going on, sir.
Bro, we really gotta talk about that. Like
I said what I said.
I know we brought it up before, but nigga, the amount of popularity anime just got this.
Yeah, anime's so mainstream. Everything's getting a season 2, no matter what.
Like nigga.
Noragami needs a season 3.
The only two anime that kind of like benefited but at the same time they're weird is Demon Slayer and My Hero. They caught the weird wave.
Yep.
Of popularity.
What you mean the weird wave of popularity?
They're so popular. Like
the Deku got #1 drip wave. Fact.
It's not even a surprise that My Hero gained that popularity. I mean, like it was expected to see that they got weirdos. We only see the weirdos because them be the niggas that's online. But niggas is just casually watching it, fuck with it because they might like Marvel, DC, or some shit. You know, like.
Yeah, if you like, that's a huge aspect. Like, if you like superheroes, you definitely hopped on real fast.
Yeah, because it's superheroes. I don't really fuck with superheroes, so like I can't. My Hero doesn't really vibe with me.
And low key, I thought One Punch Man might have hit me. That shit. The first episode was hot. Like it was hot, my nigga. Like it was cool, but it ain't really draw me in like My Hero did.
One Punch Man is the comedy that got old.
You talking about the first season, Keys?
Yeah.
One Punch Man is too gaggy.
I heard that first season is like goated, but I don't know, bro. It just ain't do it. I gotta go back and try it again.
I think with One Punch Man for me, there also has to be like stakes, and the fact that the main character is kind of like
One Punch Man. It's like no stakes.
It's literally like, hey, let's do all this character setup.
It's not even about.
That's what I'm saying. It's more like it's about the world. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's cool, but it's like One Punch Man doesn't really focus on Saitama.
They only focus on Saitama's ideology.
Basically, it's pretty good. It's like, hey, here's an OP character that's the main MC, and we're gonna focus more on like his his slice of life type stuff, make it a little comedic, and then focus on the world building of the world. And then for the finale, let's have him go crazy. Like that. That's literally like
what happens. Go crazy. Go stupid. Like what?
Like they do it really well. Like a lot of heroes are like really stuck up, and some do it only for fame, and some only do it for like Siryu just wants to fight people, and like Saitama teaches them like what y'all on.
The best hero is the hero that's trying to find a challenge.
Yeah, like they always try to do that. And Saitama's,
who's that silver or white haired nigga?
When it comes down to it, Saitama's like he actually like has to save people and shit. Like, and he doesn't save them like what was I about to say? When it comes down to it, he's like genuinely trying to save them. Like he's not like
imagine like Saitama. Imagine that nigga was catfishing as you, and then you find out, and you just like, well, it's cool. I'll help you catfish. Like that's that nigga Saitama with King. That shit funny.
No, I will say, as a person that don't read the manga, I was kind of disappointed in King. When I first heard his name, everyone's like, yeah, this is like one of the best heroes. Da-da-da. I was like, dude, and I saw his face and his design. I was like, oh, he's got.
But it makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah, and then you figure out that it's like everybody. He just happens to be around situations with like heroes that save him. So it's like,
people still legit believe theories that King's power is calling Saitama through some unknown method. He always got Saitama popping up when he in danger.
I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, it's like I've already given up hope, so it's like You don't got no power.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that nigga King actually ain't that nigga?
He is he's Saitama goes to the scenes, right? And fuck, I don't want to spoil this.
Go ahead. I'm about to just turn you down real
I'm not
quick.
gonna watch it.
But make it snappy.
Okay.
Pretty much it's like this.
Saitama goes to the scene and saves everyone, right? But he'll like dip out, like say shit. And King is the one that's always left there, just sitting there. And he's like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Oh, this nigga did it." So, and he always gets caught there. So they just think King is like the strongest man on like Earth when it's actually Saitama.
And it's like King actually be avoiding monsters, and then he run into them. And no matter what, when he run into them, somebody who's either strong enough to take it pops up, and they be like, "You can't fight King, fight me instead." Or it's like if nobody's strong enough, Saitama pops up somehow. So people legit think his power is like
will hype him up, and then like the villain, will, "Oh my god, the King's engine!"
Like it's so like it made me.
Keith, did you not watch season 2?
He didn't watch season 1.
Season 2 of what?
Oh, he ain't watched season 1 yet.
Yeah, you know.
Oh. So that shit was introduced in season 2.
I might watch it tonight. I've been like kind of looking for it the last couple days since I kind of like some cool down shit off of the reactions. I've been looking for an anime. I might try to tap into it. I thought it was just always gonna be the first season always be a Netflix exclusive, but they put it on Crunchyroll. Check it out.
It's on Hulu too.
Nah, I know. Well, now from like season 2 on, that's gonna be a exclusive. I don't know why they decided to put season 1 on Crunchyroll. I don't really know what that does for them, but hey, go crazy.
I'm getting ran through in this game.
It definitely brings people in. Shit, hey.
Pause.
What, nigga?
You sound getting ran through.
I mean, it's
bro, y'all niggas need to relax, bro.
Everything does not have to be gay.
Funny like Hero, God.
Bro, I ain't say. Look, man, I ain't even say it was gay. I just said pause.
Exactly. I'm just saying pause.
The real question is why you projecting that it's gay? I ain't even say nothing like that. That's crazy.
Why you projecting your thoughts onto me, my nigga? Because everybody.
I wasn't even talking to you, so you just left up a shoe. That's crazy. I was talking to Bino.
I'm just saying, brother.
That boy said you just laced up a shoe. Is that what you said?
Niggas just can't say pause no more.
Hey, look. Hey, but if them shoes fit, Keith, they is Tim, so you know you can go through New York with them bitches. You feel me?
Anyway, how about that weather?
It's kind of snowy out here in Tennessee. You know, we out here grinding.
It's snowy out here. It's pretty snowy.
When y'all saying snowy reminded me like them niggas really be out there talking about, bro, it's brick out here right now, my nigga. like, bro, it's just brick as fuck right now. Like, what? Nigga?
I've never heard that. What?
That's
you
what
haven't heard that? Oh my god.
I mean, they don't really. Well, I know they don't use that kind of West here like that. Nigga, if they do, I know it couldn't have started over here. That's they shit. It's like East Coast stuff.
I need to catch up in Fire Force. I've been seeing stuff like that on the TL.
You might as well just read the manga.
Hey man, everybody stop sleeping on Fire Force, bro. We all know Tamaki scenes are fan service. No reason to cry about it. Like you already know.
Wait, too, nigga, you pushing that Fire Force wave,
bro? Yeah, I've always watched.
Go!
like, bro, if you don't know what Tamaki is made for by now,
then you shouldn't be watching Fire Force.
You're just an idiot.
Just
stop watching.
Hey,
like she gets
no cap. If we're gonna be honest,
they haven't animated it yet, but she gets some shine soon.
Like,
since we talking about
things, I don't
pushing
care.
2 weeks, we gotta push fate from now on. Niggas is asleep.
What?
We gotta push fate from now on, dog.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of people that sleep on Fate.
They not sleep on this new season.
Even the Fate women, like they don't know. No one knows nothing about it.
We had to body this man hockey in a conversation yesterday about Fate.
What did he say?
Bro, he actually left. Like
he tried to say that he's trying to say that Sakura inside Heaven's Field is more useless than Sakura inside of Naruto.
I heard that Sakura girl and Fate be going crazy.
Facts.
This is
Oh,
He
main
is going
character, right?
crazy
Yeah.
right now. And then,
I
so
don't know him. So
mind you, then he tried to say that Sakura is just a plot device for Shuro becoming the hero of justice. So I had to body him. I was just like,
He said,
You're
you
not
know, I
having
didn't want to. I just had to. I had to work you on my schedule and fuck you up real quick.
I had to tag team real quick.
Pause.
no, I gotta watch it.
I knew it was coming. This
You
nigga.
know, man. This nigga.
So, you know, we taking some credit away from hockey. Oh, wait, you already credited. Goddamn.
Can I have
thought-
some credit
see,
back? I ain't gonna.
And I thought you was talking about Bino.
You said what?
Nah, I thought bro was talking about Bino at first.
Nah. Bino was there. Bino stopped talking because he just let the shit go.
No. I know what y'all talking about. Y'all was like, oh, we talking about something, and Hockey said something stupid. And I was like, yeah, that's my cue to leave, and I left.
Yeah, he said. I forgot what he said too.
He said something retarded. I knew it was coming. I said, yeah.
That nigga said Sakura doesn't have a character without Shuro. Her whole character is a plot device for Shuro. And me and Two was like, nigga, huh?
No, I think I left before that. It was when y'all was in here talking about something, and the dude he was in there with was like, huh? What did you say? And I said, yep, that's my time to go.
Yeah, it was him.
Damn,
It was him and his friend.
Just to hear that shit go on.
It was whoever his friend was that he brought in the VC.
His friend's still in the server. That man Khalil was like, look, I don't know what he was talking about.
So it's like, so did he admit that he was wrong, or he?
No, he just left. He said I
No.
and then left. Literally just left the whole server.
Well, that's wild.
It'd be like that.
I forgot what he said too.
See, yeah, we done that.
What was you saying, Hero?
I was gonna make sure we have the Discord link in the description.
It is.
Yeah. See, YouTube on some cool shit. Like I searched my Superior Minds popped up, or I had to search my YouTube name or my name. That was kind of description.
Bro, I know I went negative as hell in this game that we played.
Oh no, yeah, me too. What other agendas we got, boys?
Bitch, the podcast.
Advil, Sword Art, Fate. Talked about One Piece. Talked about Fire Force a little bit. Not too long.
There are a bunch of really good slice of lives out. I haven't peeped them yet, but I know they fire.
Please watch
Bunny Girl
Senpai.
We Never Learn. It's a shonen harem. That shit's gas.
Wait, what?
Read the manga for a minute. It's called We Never Learn.
Orisuki, I've heard a lot about Orisuki, but I haven't peeped yet.
Have they released another chapter of Zipman yet?
God.
They released another chapter of Zipman?
Chapter 3 is out.
Chapter 3 is out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did they release 2 chapters or 1?
They released 1.
Yeah,
they released 1 every week.
I'm behind 2 chapters already, my nigga?
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since it came out already.
Oh, we got to talk about 7 Deadly Sins too.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
people,
I guess it is right to exclude me out of that. I ain't caught up right.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We might have another Bleach about to happen. Man, might just
bro,
get cut off.
Bro, what
they
you
might,
saying, my
This
nigga?
shit going.
They might slide Nakaba and be like, yeah, bro, this ain't hit. And he's like, wait, but I have so much more. Nah, bro.
Where y'all getting this news from? What y'all saying?
It's not news. It's like looking at the story of what's going on right now, and me and Two is just like, dog.
I'm just like, my nigga, literally just.
Bro, it's too late. He has all this set up, bro. He has all this set up.
So we really going into the goddess art?
Yes.
Nah, I mean,
not the goddess art, but we're going.
It's not a goddess art.
Well,
all I know is that this shit sounded like it was random as hell. He thought of it last minute. Was like, fuck it. Let me just do this.
He has it. He has the setup for it. Like he set it up, like kind of, because like he wasn't going to just leave Arthur's character, but I don't know.
You know that artist that we be his picture.
What?
You know that the artist that colors in the panels.
The
Too.
colors in the panel.
He had coloring like some Deadly panel.
Oh, the one I told you about, the answer.
Yes. Yeah.
Nityaner.
Yes, that nigga. I think he did one for Arthur. That nigga looks kind of wild. That's something recent, like. Does he look crazy right now?
Arthur?
Like, yeah.
Nah, not really. It's just like it almost feels like he knew that was a leftover plot point, so he was just like, "I'm gonna make an arc out of it." Like that's legit what it seems like he doing. Like,
wait,
if I was
Nityaner
for
did
him
Arthur?
to actually get an arc for that nigga Arthur, what is he out? Vengeance? Like,
oh wait, you're that behind? You're 2 chapters behind, Keys?
Probably 3. Like, nigga, the last chapter I read,
you saw the Nityaner thing with Arthur.
Yeah.
The one eye.
He looked like he was on some savage. So
you gotta read the one right after that.
Bro, all I know, bro, that is the funniest moment in 7 Deadly Sins, bro. A random dice hits Melio. Hilarious, bro. Like a random die just hits him.
The man who beat the Demon King, knocked out of the air by a dice.
That shit is hilarious. Like a random actual dice. Shit came. That nigga was joking.
So like if say nigga we was in 7 Deadly Sins and we saw that nigga, we what? Look at him like he was a kid or something. Unless someone says something crazy, you might die, man.
Hey,
like,
what is the
He doesn't look intimidating at all.
Who, Meliodas?
Yeah, like unless he's battling, like
he seems cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he did fly up because he was serious when he was trying to like figure out what the hell was going on when he was transforming, and then Home Dude's just like, because last thing Arthur remember is like pretty much being stabbed by Meliodas. So like in his head when he going crazy, he like Meliodas betrays me, and like Meliodas is trying to dodge all this shit, and they get knocked back down by a fucking piece
I don't know.
of
In the flashback though, it wasn't that Meliodas. It was back in the day.
What do you mean back in the day? You mean
but wait, was
Meliodas? Because that
had
to be.
I thought that was. I thought that was
It's not when him
I thought
and
that was a Meliodas. I thought that was a pick of Meliodas when he was Zeldris, trying to get the listening.
It had to be. What other time could it have been?
I'm about to look at that again. I thought it was like way farther back.
Yo, what chapter?
Because I thought so too, but then I remember when he was with Zeldris and them, all the same people was there.
Yeah,
but I don't exactly remember.
I would have to look at it again.
If he had a flashback about being betrayed, quote unquote, then it would have to be when Melly was with Zeldris.
I thought that an alternate personality was like also kind of in him, so he saw like a farther flashback of him like back in the day.
I just thought it was part of the fact that whatever power he was getting gave him like the history of the world. So
alternate personality too. Is this some new shit I'm missing?
No. I thought whatever power up he got, it was like also like he got the memories of whatever like that power.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like he was getting a flash of history going through his mind or some shit.
Yeah, so like he saw I thought he like saw Meliodas from like way back in the day. I didn't think it was I need to look at the panel again.
Plot twist. That was the Demon King, who's also named Meliodas.
What chapter?
That reminds me of someone. So I know you saw that grooming post, right, about Meliodas.
Yeah. I made a post on it already, bro. I made
one nigga was in the comments and was like, "Bro, just because she's been reincarnated, such and such amount of times doesn't mean she's literally before she even died, she was old." So like,
but you're cutting out, Keys. You're cutting out. The thing about that, even if like, bro, imagine. All right, look. You're only 106th Elizabeth, right? She dies in front of you. All right, you're mad as shit, and she's reincarnated again directly in front of you as a kid. you would be very protective of, like, no matter what.
Some nigga was like, yeah, bro, he was being kind of handsy on the baby Elizabeth. Nigga,
Like
what?
Like what the fuck, bro? What's wrong with you?
No, I mean, like, it was one time where didn't he give her a hug like when she was a toddler? I mean, that's really the closest I ever saw him get to her. As far
I'm
as,
like, what do you mean we got close to the baby, bro? He's
like,
he's cradling the baby.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave her a hug and patted her on the head.
Yeah,
I remember that scene specifically.
niggas
this
are
baby
super
is his
weird, bro.
reincarnated like lover. Like what, bro?
And it's like, aside from like her actually having to be reborn that time, it's like, or at least reborn right in front of him. Before all of that, before that curse was even put upon them, nigga, she was old as hell. Like how do these niggas think this shit works? Like,
I don't know. And also, bro, they're not even human. Like, not a single one of these people in the series is human. Like, Diane's a giant, King is a fairy, Elaine's a fairy, Van's an immortal human, lived like 1,000 years.
that's true.
What's up with them knocking King out of his like grown wings form?
I guess they don't want that to be his new character design. I don't know. I guess that's
feel like that.
Wait,
I guess
what?
that's just his battle mode. That's weird.
Yeah, like he doesn't have his wings anymore unless he like has some way to transform and get them away. Like
he just flies.
I feel like that's kind of dumb though.
I feel like he can control when those come out. Maybe he doesn't.
That's stupid. I thought he was just like always.
Yeah, like because no one else controls when they wings come out. They just have them.
Yeah, like what? This nigga just.
And they're always there. That's why they can be cut off.
Bro,
People have like flipped them for the wings.
Go away.
That nigga Glock's wings are so clean.
Exactly. Niggas' wings should be cold too.
I want to see. Did we get to see the colors yet?
Yeah. Well. Yeah,
well, nah. That part hasn't even come up. Where are these niggas at in the manga? Or in the anime?
They're about to fight Zeldru. No, they're about to fight Meliscula in the anime.
Bet.
And then after that, Escanor versus Meliodas, and that shit look ugly.
I was actually wondering how the hell do giants be having
for that, bro? Oh my god.
Bro,
how the hell do giants be having babies with humans? Like, what the fuck going on?
Giants have babies with humans?
I thought that.
Remember Home Chick? Deanne's teacher.
She had a human or baby with a human.
Her children's father was the human. Who took care of her after she was hurt or whatever, and they thought she had died.
Oh,
they were like,
I know what you're talking about.
It's like,
I don't think those were actually. Yeah, I don't think those were.
That'd be funny.
Those were his kids.
And
I'm pretty sure that was his kid.
What happened?
They're like, yeah, bro, we're gonna collect your sperm for like a week, and then you can finally impregnate with that.
No, I don't think that's how that went down. Like, I think he already had the kids and then met her, and then she was like, "I look after them." Like,
yeah, she looked after them. Those weren't. I don't think those were her kids.
Hold up, I'm gonna look this up just to make sure.
Yeah, because I remember it was because he wanted her. No, she took them in because then something happened to him or their mom or whatever. I think something happened to him.
I think he got injured trying to save her.
It was something that happened to him, I believe, and then she took them in, and that's why I think she was so. Isn't that what made her so defensive about leaving?
I think he's the one that wasn't he the one that healed her or like helped her out. So, because she was supposed to die, so without him, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why she's still here.
I don't know. It was something like that.
Something like that, man.
I just know for a fact those weren't her kids. I know that.
Yeah.
I gotta catch up in 7 Deadly Sins. I have not watched since the last season.
Hey, we know King can impregnate Diane.
All I know, he's gonna put some
floating fairy giant with 4 arms.
He gonna sprinkle her with some pixie dust.
Stop.
He got to for the culture.
Oh God. Now that he's finally he's not acting like a fucking prude anymore. Yeah, I'm surprised he actually just went out. He wouldn't have said it as fast as he did, but at least Bond pushed him to say it.
Bro, you can't have fairy love stories in anime anymore because they are built like children.
It's like They be like, bro, why didn't you make that fairy 6 feet tall? Nigga, bro, relax. Like,
it's a fairy, nigga.
Niggas never watched Peter Pan growing up. That's what the hell that is.
I heard that nigga, the real story of Peter Pan, that nigga's kind of weird. But, that's kind of beside the point. I
That's
just
a
want to
different story right there.
Yeah.
But,
what's good?
Shaun is back.
What's good, Shaun?
This nigga late.
But
That's
what I
how it
wanted to
works.
say what I wanted to say as far as just Seven Deadly Sins in general, when this shit is all said and done, bro, I'm gonna look at those first 2 seasons, regardless of the critics, is like Seven Deadly Sins was something great. The manga is been gas all the way through for me, but like those first 2 seasons hit for me. This third season would have really hit if we got some decent animation.
Yeah,
This
bro.
shit
We're
hit.
talking about
Yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins.
This is this is yeah. It's been. I'm gonna say so far it's been gas while Escanor is there.
Bro, anytime like the fighting looks a little bit better, but the shit, let's keep it 100. Like, I feel like if
They're
they
a
would
sea
have
hero.
they literally could have put a little more effort into how they animate some of these scenes, and I would have no complaints. Like, it's too many still motion scenes for me not to feel some type of way.
No, even even the characters are not drawn right. They all look stupid. They all look like Mimi all the time.
Like,
What
Right.
chapter does the anime end?
they gave that nigga Meliodas a giraffe neck. Like,
Yeah, like we're like for half the time we see a character on screen, one eye is bigger than the other, their forehead's huge. Like what?
bro,
Yeah, what chapter does the anime end though?
The anime is going right now still.
No, the anime season 2 end.
It's the
After
class-
Meliodas dies.
I want to say
No, it's
chapter
for
2
season
something
2.
like 2.
No. Chapter because I remember the Escanor chapter was like,
Bro, it's definitely like in chapter 200, like early 200, maybe early 200.
no, at the end of season 2.
Whichever
Yeah.
season Meliodas dies in. I don't know.
Well,
what?
I just got.
We're talking about the manga. I know that Escanor.
The end of the last season was after he came back. You forgot about that? Like,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Where Escanor fought Esterosa in like 180 something. Like it's called Clash of the Titans. A little bit after.
Nigga, Esther, why'd you, nigga? That wasn't the last.
That's not the last thing,
No, I'm
but
saying
that's the season.
No, I know that's not the last thing. I'm just saying that's like towards the end.
I say, bro, definitely going to 200s, but I know I'm not tripping.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like that's pretty much.
I understand if
the
I
last
want to
thing
catch up, I want to
remember.
know where to start. That's all.
It just feels weird watching the Six Deadly Sins.
Nah, bro, you know they're gonna add Arthur. Fuck. Arthur gonna paint. Arthur gonna paint like an upside down lion on his back, and then be like, "I'm the Negasin."
Do y'all want to read this? Do y'all want me to
movies.
read this real quick? This movie description.
So the movie's called Secretary, right? And then I go down and see what it's about, and this shit says a young secretary with a history of self mutilation takes a liking to her boss, who has a fetish for administering spanking.
Oh no!
Oh whoa!
Nigga, what?
I mean, I thought that was gonna be some shit about like some U.S. Army war or something. Wow. Anyways,
I thought he was talking about the horse
Is
movie,
that how you pronounce that?
Secretariat.
Is it mutilation? What the hell is that?
Cutting off body parts.
Yeah, cutting off body parts.
Okay, that's like when I read it, that's what I thought, but I'm like, that can't be it. Like, what the fuck? What?
This nigga like,
how do you have a self-liking of that? Like, I cut my motherfucking pinky off last night, nigga. I had a blast.
some people like that. Like, not even cutting off. It's just
Jesus,
injuring.
some people like that.
Like the gore tag is disgusting.
I know. Thank you,
I know some people on Twitter would be like, "Man, I wish I had this right now," and it'll literally be a picture of like someone's bruised up legs, like someone was fucking punching them shits all night as hard as they could.
What the?
Like, y'all motherfuckers got some issues. Y'all got some demons y'all need to face.
The thing y'all sell. Nah, that shit crazy. No, what was damn, I was gonna bring up something.
If you ain't gonna bring in the, hey, somebody send me anime music to listen to, because I got this anime playlist on Apple Music and I've been jamming.
Bro, I don't like when they do random ass time skips. How to Train Your Dragon? Why does this nigga have a full beard now? Like, this nigga looks old as hell. They have two kids and shit. They have two kids.
I don't think it's a time skip. Like, hasn't there been like 2 or 3 other movies?
Yeah,
It's been like 3 other movies.
Nah, it's been like, I think they just came out with the 3rd one. I don't know what this is, but he's still fairly young. This nigga looks like he's pushing 40 in this. And he has 2 kids. The daughter looks like she's probably 10 years old. These dragons look like they might have a kid. I don't know if I'm tripping. Like,
said he's pushing 40.
Yeah, there's 3.
It kind of
How
makes
to
sense
Train
in
Your
a
Dragon.
series because not a lot of shit happens that's like brand new besides like some warring tribes
Yeah,
or
he
some
got pretty old.
crazy
He had like a
shit come up.
tiny beard.
that's what I mean. Like, nigga, just end it, bro. Like, little kids don't want to see characters just get old as shit. And then
I don't know. I've been trying to watch Ash go past the age 16 for like the last 15 years.
16? That nigga been 10 for the last 30 years.
I feel like this shit is so different. It is crazy that only like a year or 2 has gone by, nigga, since he started his journey. I'm pretty sure. Like,
who, Ash?
Yeah.
A year or 2 in what? In the series?
Yeah, like in his lifetime, nigga. You know how old he is? Like, I'm pretty sure
the nigga is literally on screen talking for probably more than that. But nigga got like 4 years worth of on screen talk time. And they talking about it's only been 2 years. Who is he speaking in double speed or something? How the hell this shit work?
We're talking about
in the new anime, at least they acknowledge the fact that he's actually won a championship. Every time you go to a new region, they like forget everything.
They forget that he lost, or they forget that he participated.
In the new anime, like they acknowledge.
Who is this nigga with the Pikachu that's like level 150?
That nigga Pikachu level 1,000, bro. Get the fuck.
I thought that character the rocks like the gray, black, and red was supposed to be a girl. Nigga, I was watching.
That nigga got the only mega evolved
it's a boy,
Pikachu.
But he's just like a androgynous. Like he like either way.
Oh, I feel like you was the one that told me that. Like, I think
right. When I first saw it, I thought it was a girl too, because even the red streaks in his hair, I thought those were like hairpins. Like he had a very feminine look.
I thought he was a girl.
Nah, bro.
He boy.
He got a little bit of red like Ryuga. Facts.
As soon as I heard the name, it's a guy.
I thought he was a boy the whole time.
Once you see the full like character design,
just name that shit. They want to make it androgynous. Just name that nigga Alex, or that bitch Alex, whatever one it is.
Well, I knew it was a boy once it came out that his name was Go. I was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Nah, but I saw the clip and he was like, yeah, bro, Squirrel Bunny, I don't want you to.
Yeah. The whole point was they was never going to confirm it.
No, he's confirmed a boy, but he's just an androgynous looking boy. So like, he's a boy that looks feminine, like or has feminine features, and could be mistaken for a girl.
With the fashion culture, I see.
But there was a recent scene that they just released, and I was like, I feel kind of bad for the little Pokemon, man.
Bruh, right? He said, yes, Squirrel Bunny. I already picked out who my first Pokemon was going to be. Mew. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you ain't gonna get no damn Mew. The fuck? You don't take that damn Squirrel Bunny and be happy?
I want to pick him. Bro, can you imagine if they really started to go off with a Mew?
Bruh.
And use copy.
I was just sitting there like, usually, when the Pokemon walks away sad or something,
they say something, but he
They be
let
like,
him
"Oh
walk
no,
that Mew.
okay, come on back." That nigga said, "Nah, fuck you. I want Mew." Nigga, where did he see a Mew in his lifetime?
That's part of his story.
On TV when this nigga Ash was fighting it.
When he was young, he encountered a Mew, and so now he's like his whole life.
But he left it. But apparently he left the score bunny. Like he let it come with him.
I mean,
that nigga Ash should have told that nigga to shut the fuck up.
because for real, you never see Ash talk about Ho-Ho, and he met Ho-Ho. Like, what the?
Right.
Ash done met a lot of legends.
Exactly. What you mean?
I'm only counting the ones he met in the show, not the movies.
Ash the type of nigga that ain't letting no Pokemon go.
That
looks cool.
This nigga Ash met the legendary only talking Lucario and Darkrai. Like
that nigga, he talked to Arceus.
That junk made me so mad.
I remember when I was a kid,
they
and I used to watch
talking
Pokemon.
Lucario.
I used to think
but then he went up against that one gym leader who has Lucario, and he gonna pull out his Pokédex like he didn't already seen one. Like,
oh God,
what kind of Pokemon is that? I was
they
like,
did the movie and did that episode.
I
said, bro, why the fuck he pulled this Pokédex out? Like he didn't just see this bitch yesterday.
He wasn't talking it up with one of them. I was like, you a fool. You a fool for this one.
Like he wasn't aura linked with one, bro. Like what the fuck? Be for real.
Connected to the Pokemon. You have the soul of my master. You must be his reincarnation.
Oh God, nigga act like he ain't never seen it before.
Ash be goofing around. I don't agree.
Fool. I fuck with Ash. I like how they're goofier. Like more,
but like Pikachu is forever to go because he like level 3,000. Look, he level 3,000. He done took out almost all Pokemon Ash has gone up against. Iron Cell for the win.
I just hate
Pikachu got some stats on him. Like when you say his IVs is maxed out, they maxed than max, bro.
No, I just hate. I hate how he's like his whole goal is to catch. Well, his original goal was to catch all the Pokemon. He was the only one. I mean, he's the only trainer I know that has a goal to catch Pokemon and doesn't attempt to catch all the Pokemon. Like it don't make no sense.
Was his goal to catch all the Pokemon, or was his goal just to be a Pokemon master?
To be a Pokemon master.
But I mean, that's the.
I feel like when I was younger, it seemed like this nigga had 100 Pokemon.
Man, isn't his theme song "Gotta Catch 'Em All"?
Exactly.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
He don't stick with the theme song. He be walking down the street saying onto it, and then he be letting Pokemon go.
I don't want to see Ash catch all the Pokemon. He's not even going to use it. So
I know. I'm just saying. Like I'm just saying. Like,
you don't want to see
I'm assuming that's what a Pokemon master.
He done met every single Pokemon, bro. He done met almost pretty much every single titles, including legendaries.
That nigga ain't gonna get no more titles, bro. He gonna lose. He gonna lose to go.
They disrespected him up until last year to where he ain't won a single championship till now.
I have a feeling if they go to the league, he's gonna lose to Go.
I've heard that Go is actually supposed to replace Ash as the protagonist. And this new season is kind of them like
Gohan was supposed to replace Goku, but you know how that came out.
You know what
Pokemon fans today hit that mail like, nigga, we gonna ride on your block. You better not replace Ash. We ain't even get to see him turn 18 yet.
If they replace that nigga, that's when that show just gonna fall off.
Bro, they had
the
show has disrespected Ash to a point where he has only won one championship, and the championship that he did win, they drew him in such an ugly way that the man's chin has like 5 chins glued to it, and they all go in a circle.
Bro, Ash is not good. Ash is 1-6. He is 1-6 in the leagues, bro.
His new design is disgusting. I looked at that man. I said, "Who is that?" And somebody told me they were like, "Ash. He won a championship." I'm like, "That's not Ash. That's Ass. That's his cousin or something." But that's not Ash Ketchum.
Yo,
this nigga's supposed to have some.
That nigga Go's design is so weak. Who will want that?
His design is weak,
bro. The art design is ass in general. Like
it's the art design. I don't like the design.
That nigga look like he stopped. Hey, look. It looked like, say if it was a manga panel and it was colored, it looked like it went from like colored pens and Sharpies to nigga drawn with crayons.
If you read Kimetsu no Yaiba, it's them play drawings that that person be putting in there every once in a while. That's what it look like.
They put play drawings for like
Y'all
slice of
talking
life.
about the 2019 anime, the new anime. That
Yes.
shit looks. That looks
the new
incredible.
anime is disgusting.
What, my nigga? Okay,
It looks
like
great.
Hero,
it
I don't
looks
know
polished,
what
but if
shrooms
we're
you've been
really
eating,
talking
but
about,
it don't.
if we're
That
really
junk is
talking
nasty,
about
bro.
design, bro, no, my nigga.
What do you mean
That's
design? Like what
The
they're
Pokemon
wearing?
look
The
good.
art,
The Pokemon
like
themselves look
the
good,
art, bro.
but
It
the
had
characters look disgusting.
nothing to the
the art
animation.
style. He's saying.
If you was to draw that shit compared to like 2008 Ash,
OG.
that shit looks horrible, bro.
What are y'all
If you compare it to
talking about?
2007 Ash, it
Like,
looks
I'll
I
look
was
at
horrible.
Heroes
like, it don't even
clothing.
gotta
I'm
be
not
that
gonna
late, nigga.
deal with it.
2015, 16 Ash, like, nigga, what is that?
I see
Like,
what you mean. I see what you mean. Here,
Bro,
they're not
it
saying that
looks
it.
like a
They're
whole
not
like
saying. They're not saying that
show.
the actual. They're not saying that it looks bad. They're saying that
Nah,
the
nigga,
way,
I'm saying
the
it
way,
look bad.
the
From what
way
it used
Ash
to
is,
be, it looks
the
bad. Than
no,
like
bro.
yeah,
how it used to
Literally,
be.
the
the way
way,
that the lines are structured look terrible,
yeah,
bro.
like the some of the circles look lopsided in Ash's face. Like sometimes,
Hero,
I
I'm
know
about
exactly
to.
what they're talking about.
You could draw Ash, my nigga, in 2 minutes stat. Like,
I mean, so like
Bro,
what?
you see his like
He said
his
so.
I'm saying, nigga, they took
his
away
strong
his
ass
beef.
jaw
They took away.
lines.
That
They
nigga,
took
that
away
nigga
his
art
beef
style
stuff
didn't
that made him
regress to
look
kindergarten.
simple. And he already looked simple. Like, they took away what made him Ash, bro. They took his drip away and threw it
Completely.
down the
That
field.
nigga Ash never
Bro,
had drip. Don't tell me he had
bro,
drip.
Huh?
this
He's
kid.
always
What,
had
nigga?
drip. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Ash
yo,
never
Ash is
had
in
drip.
all right,
Chernobyl.
look, y'all just capping right now. Y'all really.
Bro,
Why
what are
Nobody
you
is
talking
capping.
about,
What are you talking
nigga?
about?
All
Ash
right,
has
no,
always
okay.
had drip.
Okay, so name the series that he
Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and
Nigga,
Pearl.
name a series.
Dog,
Literally
you
everything
can
until they changed
literally
art style.
check.
He was dripping. Like,
That is literally the worst Ash like ever.
That
What
yo,
is?
y'all are lying when you say
the
that.
new Ash.
Diamond and Pearl, he had drip. In Hoenn, he had
Dog,
drip.
literally, go
What?
Black
look
and
in the
White, he had
superior
drip.
chat right
Come
now.
on
Go
now.
look in the
No.
superior chat right now. I
The only
got
time
Diamond and
Ash
Pearl
has had
Ash right
drip.
there.
I'll look up Pokemon right now, dog.
Here,
I'll look up some
here, I
Ash.
sent.
Bro,
Here, I
this
sent
nigga
it.
Ash had on the chucks, bro, with the cuff
Bro,
jeans,
I'm
my
looking at
nigga.
Diamond
Here, I
and
You
Pearl
know
sent.
what I
right
mean?
now.
With the
Bro,
silver vest and the
Ash had
snapback
the
cap.
most
The nigga was
from
rocking
jump
a
from
Hey,
the
snapback,
original
guys. Like,
Pokemon show. Ash had the most iconic costume in
I
the
sent it
Western
in
anime community
lobby.
as soon as the show came out.
I
With
sent
his
it in
jean
lobby.
jacket, his red
Look,
cap,
check
everybody wanted
Penthouse.
Ash's drip.
Check Penthouse. This nigga that y'all saying this the nigga that had drip. Y'all
the
crazy.
But you
fact
see,
that you capping and saying he don't is weird.
no, just look
Bro,
at the pic. Look at the
this
picture.
nigga look
Look at the pic.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Look at.
He's definitely dripping right there compared to this new nigga.
Yeah, compared to
See, I'm
this
saying the right.
God,
Yeah,
yo, what
look.
is
Yeah,
wrong with
see,
you?
see from
Bro,
the right side.
bro,
That's what
the
we're
same
saying is the
Miles.
right side.
I was
The
gonna
left
say,
side is better.
I was
bro,
gonna
look
say,
at the pic in
I was
lobby.
I was gonna say the only time Ash had drip was in Pokemon X and Y. That's it. Every
Huh?
other
Wow.
series,
What are we
every
only
other
time?
series,
about
The
that
right
only
nigga.
time.
now?
The
Alright,
only
Y'all
time.
Yeah,
look too.
hey,
You're
yo,
posting that nigga from X and
too.
Y.
He's dripping right there. Like, the nigga
That's from
always
X and
had
Y.
drip. He always had him a smooth cap on, some cool sneaks. You know what
Look,
I mean? And like some
y'all
type of
capping,
like.
bro. Look, I'm saying this is this nigga from Diamond and Pearl. Jalen said that nigga had drip in Diamond and Pearl. That's a fucking lie. Look at that nigga. He looks corny. That's a fucking lie. Stop lying. Stop
Bro,
lying.
is it okay? So he had drip into something other than
Wait, which
X
one
and
are we
Y.
talking about?
The
The one that
last,
you
the one,
just sent with
yeah,
with the cargo pants?
That's what Jalen was like. Oh,
That
he had
nigga,
drip in
that's
Diamond
not
and Pearl.
like, that shit is way more clean than what we got right now.
Yeah, what we
Dude,
got
are
right
y'all
now, he looks like
serious?
a kid. Like, he literally looks like he's made for like the kids now, like the new gen. Like,
He looks like
kids,
he's
so.
10 years old, which he's supposed to be 10 years old.
his
Okay,
mama
he
dressed
How
looks
that nigga
10
been
in the
10
pic
years
you just
old for
sent
30
too.
years?
He looks 10 in the pic. Nigga, what do you mean? Like, he has
bro.
on some cool
Somebody pull up Hoenn, bro.
he has on some cool sneakers, some cargo pants, and a vest, my nigga.
Stop, bro. He looks corny. Let's not even.
Bro, you're saying a little kid looks. How does he look corny, bro? What do you mean? How
He
you
does
gonna say
not
the nigga
look
looks
good.
10 years old
when you show that shit, the nigga, what the fuck does he have on right now, bro?
Look at this.
Some swimming
All
shoes.
the years
Like
before this, dog. All the years before this.
Look
Look,
at those.
2018 was
Look at
better.
those, bro.
Look at
that
this.
nigga
Look
has
at
swimming
2013
shoes
was
on now,
better.
bro.
Look
Like,
at this. I'm about to lob Hohen in there. Look at that nigga, dog.
Okay,
bro,
Hohen
he
was
is drip, bro. Okay,
drippy.
that's a terrible
What
cutout,
is he
but
wearing,
that
dude?
fit is dripping.
Yeah, that man is doing
Come
it,
on,
bro.
man.
Okay,
Come on, man.
dog.
Hohen
Chill,
is
sleeping.
drippy, bro. You are crazy.
And I'm not
Y'all-
even capping when I'm saying that. Like this nigga,
Y'all
like
crazy.
Bro, here we talk
Hero,
about
you
10-year-old
can't
drip. We ain't
tell.
talk about our drip.
the only time that nigga has looked in terms of like clothes what he's wearing is X and Y, Sun and Moon. He looked pretty good, and this new series he looks pretty good.
this new bro. You like
Okay, need I remind
the quality
everybody?
of like the animation, bro. You can't tell me you actually like what that nigga is wearing.
What's wrong?
You cannot,
What's wrong
bro.
with what he's
What is
wearing?
this nigga wearing, bro?
Bro,
He has
He's wearing
Skechers
some
shoes on.
sneakers.
Why is he rocking
Sneakers with
Skechers,
some
If you
no
say
my
that's
nigga?
drip,
socks, some
if
shorts,
he
a
said,
shirt with
yo,
a
if
vest over.
say
Bro,
that's
What's wrong
not
with
drippy,
that?
he has to
Bro,
admit Hero's not drippy. That's why
he
What is
literally
wrong
went.
with that?
He literally went from rocking the hottest J's on the
Check
block
penthouse.
to rocking Skechers, my nigga. Like,
Check
That
penthouse.
nigga's shoes have always looked terrible. What are you talking
what
about?
are we talking about,
The only
bro?
time
Check
his shoes
penthouse,
look
bro.
good
The
is in
cutout
X
that
and
you
Y.
just said, they
Yo,
never
go
really
look
put
at Hero's
detail on the
character.
shoes. Okay, I give you that, but just how they look from a distance, like
Sean,
in
you
the
just fucked
shape
up.
of
That
them,
nigga looks
nigga.
hell. So what are you trying to? At what point are you trying to make?
Wait, what are you saying?
nah. I
He dropped.
said
What are you?
I'm
lobbed
saying that
Hero
nigga's.
in
I'm saying the
Penthouse.
way his fits were put together were way better back in the day than what this
I
is
got
right
You
now.
can't say that. We're literally looking at the proof, and if you say that, like you're not telling the truth, bro. He does not look
Miko,
good.
are
how
you,
you
bro?
gonna tell
I
another
wish the
nigga they
people
telling
could
the
see
truth?
this, bro. What you're looking at is so bad. Like,
How is it bad? I don't understand. What is
literally,
bad
when
about it?
this picture right here, where he has his pants tucked into his shoes, next to this new Ash. I don't even know who this nigga is, but
Pants tucked into his shoes. You talking about that's Ash from X and Y?
You talking about
no,
Hero?
Y'all don't even watch
I'm
the
saying.
anime,
So
but
the
y'all
Ash
talking
on the left compared to the Ash
Wait,
on
how
the
did
right.
Hero get into this? How the hell? What?
Hero has been in this conversation.
No,
But
not
No,
Hero.
we're talking about Hero, the
The
actual character.
Hero.
I'm saying Hero is over here bagging on Ash, but look at Hero's most dripped out character.
Nigga, what is up with your mic?
This is the
I'm
dude.
like, bro,
that-
yeah, bro, you gotta get your shit in check, bro. Cause those,
What are you
hold
talking
on, who
about?
just sent this one? Yeah, Miles, that fit right there, his very first fit is the hottest one. That fit
Are
is
you?
smooth.
His very first fit is the best one.
Oh Lord. First off, let's get something straight. Ash's fit and X
Bino, look at the top of the leaderboard.
Y, the one that Miles lobbed in there with the two
I feel like
comparisons.
I can't trust you niggas with dressing.
The one on the left is his best fit, without a doubt.
Nigga, are you drunk? Bro,
Nigga,
no,
are you-
like,
don't
no,
know
seriously,
fashion.
bro. Like, are you good, my nigga? Like,
Are you
you
serious?
cannot look at the iconic joint that just got dropped below and say that is his best fit, where he has his pants. I think you like very simple shit here, and it's cool, bro.
His pants
you
tucked
like-
into his shoe. That's his best fit. His clothes are like snug. They're not. His pants aren't baggy as fuck.
So you like that nigga got tight jeans
something
on.
against baggy
No,
pants?
he has some nice fitted pants on. Some
Why
good
you
looking shoes.
care about how tight the nigga jeans is?
Bro,
This
he's
man
not wearing
talking
these.
like
He's
he's wearing baggy ass pants.
He's not wearing baggy
So because
ass
the nigga has
bootleg
some cargo
jeans.
pants on with a little bit of baggage.
Niggas really want
That
to
was
say
whack.
Ash's
But when the
first
nigga
fit
put
is
some
his
tight
best
jeans
fit,
on, oh yeah, that's his best fit.
bro, this is ridiculous. Y'all really
I'm
said
saying
Ash's-
Hohen is the best fit, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Ew.
Kanto
Bro,
is
Hero
done
want
with
everybody to be
y'all-
dressed
bro,
like Prince.
Y'all
That's
literally capping, bro. Y'all literally
bro.
capping.
No.
Nobody is
Kanto is
capping.
definitely top 2.
Kanto is not top 2 at all.
Kanto is top 2 and it ain't number 2.
Yeah, it is. It's number. It's number
X and
2.
Y.
No, Kanto is the freshest, bro.
I got Kanto
That
at
is
number
the most
1.
So y'all
iconic.
said X
That
and
is the
Y
most
is not his
iconic.
best fit. That's
His
crazy.
first fit was his
very
best
first
fit,
fit
bro.
was the best one,
Let's
bro.
just keep it.
No,
Let's
it's
keep
not.
it.
Y'all just don't make no sense.
I think X and Y go.
You the
hard.
one not making sense, Hero.
Right. Thank you, too.
No, and even with like, okay, so the picture with his pants tucked, that's a hard outfit. You know, the one where he has the baggy cargo joints on, that's a smooth outfit too. Even the
Well,
one
shit, this is
below that
shipment.
Even the one below that you sent, Hero, where he has the blue snakes on, that's a fly fit. All of these outmatch that bullshit that this nigga, bro. This nigga has on these shorts that are above his knees. This snug ass vest. These
Snug ass
these
They are
goofy
low-key.
ass, like
Hey,
he
look.
doesn't even tie.
They are
This is the
low-key
first
above his
time
knees.
That's not the first
bro.
time he's worn a vest, though.
Them
That
bitches
nigga's
are
worn
floating
a vest.
shoes, my nigga.
I
He just
told
slips
you,
them shoes.
2019 Ash looked like Hero drip. That's why he. That's why he defended.
That's probably how Hero dresses on the daily. That's why he feel attacked about
Nah,
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, nigga, but
Even
I'm just
that
saying,
nigga Hero that like really has little to no drip is out dripping this nigga right here, bro.
Y'all niggas
Like by strides, he's out dripping this nigga.
Yeah,
Where are his
X
socks
and
at, bro? Who is still wearing
X and
any
Y,
socks?
X and
He
Y
out
and
here got
Kanto.
athlete foot every day, bro.
Yeah, if I had to choose which one worst
X
fit,
and
it'd
Y is his
definitely be
best
a.
fit, but his new fit is not bad. Y'all literally
Shit,
capping
I'm
about
saying
that.
his new
that's
fit is the
bottom
worst out of all
two.
of these.
That's bottom two.
Bro, okay.
Y'all trying to dog him for wearing a vest.
I'm not trying to
He
dog
always
him,
be
bro. The
wearing
fit
vests.
is just whack, bro. Like,
If Ash buttoned that vest up, it would be like all the other vests that he's worn throughout the
bro,
series.
He
his
didn't wear.
vest
He
isn't
didn't
even
wear.
a problem
He didn't
though.
wear a
Like, first
vest
off,
in Hoenn. He wore a
the
hoodie.
vest isn't even a problem. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Every fit that Ash is wearing right now, I would have rocked at those times. This stuff, this right here, my nigga, that's something that you would wear at like 3 years old when you have no say on what you wearing.
His mama dressed him.
What?
Oh
Bro,
God.
the boy is wearing Doc Martin.
That
tennis
nigga,
shoes,
That Nigerian
them
people,
joints is
different.
nasty look.
that nigga literally has on a
Nah,
display
y'all.
outfit that you would see behind glass, bro. That's like not really hidden, but they just put it in there because it goes together. That's what he's rocking.
He said not really.
I'm sorry,
hidden,
Hero,
bro.
but we can't ignore that them are high waters, bro. Them are lizard. You see the shadow on his. They literally are on his knees.
You said what?
We can't
His
ignore that
shorts
he
is
has
short.
he has high waters on. Like I didn't even realize that until Key said it.
Where?
That's
They
what I'm
on
saying.
his
And
tops,
bro, that's not even a problem because I rock some shorts, like especially when I'm working out, that are a little bit above the knee. But it's like you got that on, and then you got these boaty ass shoes with no socks that strap across each other.
And he said Skechers, and those are definitely Sketcher X's.
Get the
all the other shoes that we've
This
seen
nigga is
Ash wear, you
literally
can't even
wearing
see the
2K
laces.
Freeze. Like who?
All the other shoes we've seen Ash wear, you can't even see the laces.
No, I'm saying like you can't, but just the way they look better than those, bro. Like I'm saying they've never been very detailed.
Like, y'all...
They've never been very detailed anyway.
This
But
nigga
his
Hero feel
prior
like his drip is being attacked right now.
I'm not just getting attacked. I just feel like y'all just literally make absolutely no sense to me right now. Like,
we just gonna have to agree to disagree because I don't see where you're coming from either, bro. Like,
what do you Hero? What you think is the worst fit though?
Ash's first fit is his best fit. When y'all say that, I'm like, what are y'all even talking about? Like,
bro, that is not only is it an iconic fit.
See,
but
look,
it was
y'all,
like
y'all
when that nigga popped on the scene, it was like, damn, you gotta be that nigga.
It's probably Hero. He getting frustrated.
I'm just, bro. That's
tell me what I am.
That's really. I've had this conversation a lot, bro. I've defended Yugi and Ash as far as fit to go.
Bro, Yugi's outfit is fire, dude.
Yugi had drip.
That is purebred fire.
Yugi had drip. I don't care.
I'm just saying, like Ash for what he had back in the day was definitely dripping, and today too. Like in comparison to that shit, we're not gonna act like his drip didn't recede, didn't recess. I think that's the right one. Fuck
like,
it.
have you seen?
Fuck all y'all niggas is questioning me and judging me right now. If y'all still watching,
have you seen? But Hero, have you seen Ghost fit like compared to Ash's fit in the anime? Like,
yes.
Ghost fit's better.
That's like Ghost, but Ghost fit is like comparable to these old Ash fits. That's what I'm saying. At least X and Y.
Cool. His fit is cool compared to Ash's just because of colors alone, but his shit is still ass. I'm like, he don't get a pass either. That's both their fits are terrible, bro.
How is Ghost fit terrible? He's literally wearing some joggers and a short sleeve hoodie.
Who's the black shorty that got this rocking the sandals? They got the floaties on the side of them. What's her name? Nessa.
The only thing is
She
his ankles
outdrips
are skinny as
both
hell.
of them with ease, bro, with a fucking swimsuit on. Like
that nigga said with a fucking swimsuit.
Niggas is.
Hey, Sonya's outfit go hard.
This is what I
You want
mean.
to say
Hold
Go
on.
has
See,
no,
yeah,
like,
Go's fit.
look at Go. Like,
That's
how
what I'm
does he
saying.
not?
Go.
I just
that's
got
what. But that's what.
I just
Go
got
looks like
on
a Kingdom Hearts
on
character
that
with his
situation.
feet.
His fit looks horrible, bro. The
That
colors is
shit
cool
is
See,
though.
look,
I
that's
like red. I
all
like
that.
black.
Look,
The colors
Yo,
are
I
beautiful,
love
but
Go's
this
like
conversation could
fit.
go
That
on
Go's
until
fit
the
is something
next
I would wear
video.
with the jacket
fit.
hoodie.
I don't have anything
Bro,
else to say.
what is there to love about his fit? Are we dead ass serious?
I don't have
You
anything
know,
else
it's only
to
because
say.
I wear.
Oh,
Only thing I wear is like sweats. Just
I
like
forgot. He was actually one of the few niggas that was dripping with the, like the little short sleeve hoodie. I forgot he had the joggers on, but them sneaks are fucking lame. His hairstyle.
But I'm just saying, in comparison to Ash, like that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, definitely. I was definitely tripping. As
but
far as saying,
Hero, what's your
just flat out saying his shit was trash.
Hero? What's your least
no,
favorite
look,
fit from Ash though? Like,
I'll
what's your?
But even this fit of Ghost,
the one that has the most drip.
It holds no weight to anything
I
Ash
told
has
you
had
my
in the
favorite
past.
fit from Ash is Ash from X and Y.
What's your least favorite fit?
Yeah, I said least
The
favorite.
one that has the most drip.
Like, what fit do you think is better than?
You said what?
How'd you get a jet on shipment?
Diamond and Pearl is not that great. Hoen's
What do you
alright.
mean?
Original Ash is alright, but I'm saying probably Diamond and Pearl is probably his worst fit. Maybe even.
All right, Superior. I'm about to
maybe
clock
even
back
Black
in.
and
I
White.
gotta bounce.
Alright,
All the fans out there take care.
He said,
Check the
Shaun.
links in the bio as usual. Ash got a whole lot of drip, and Hero just can't comprehend it. I'm out.
I don't really know much of what that said. Besides, he said something that made sense. Hero not knowing what drip is, but on greater
or
notes,
Black and White might be his worst fit.
Which one's Black and White? I'm about to look.
It's just
the worst one.
Crazy. It's just crazy that Ash never had a bad fit until this new shit. Like not one.
But two, what are you talking about? How I got a jet? I went on a score streak. What do you mean?
No shit, bro. But we're on shipment.
I don't really like Ash. I don't really like Ash's shoes, and I don't get shoes, but everything else is like better than the low.
But his shoes in OG was like once again they didn't have great detail. But those are some of his best.
I still love that top. Like I love that top way more than I like the top of it.
Pause.
Yeah, that's a definite pause.
Oh, now
I love this top.
I like that top.
That one can't
you
slide.
Don't get on somewhere, dog.
That one can't slide.
Nah, niggas want to say pause.
Get your ass on
At least my shit actually was nigga relax.
I love this top.
The way he said
he said it 3 times too.
All calm too, like I like that top. Yeah, I like that top.
Yeah, Miles, we know you like that top, boy.
Pause, bro.
All right, pause, nigga.
Dude, you better fucking pause that shit, dog.
Nah, bro, Miles like that top. What's the pause on, bro? Let him like that top.
Bro, my nigga. Why are you hitting us with so many combos, bro? Relax.
That man interested. I cannot.
That shit, wow.
I just
hey, bro, y'all let that nigga get that score streak. Hey, two, he in the crate below you.
I ain't moving, bro. I'm dead.
Ask who's this nigga's favorite anime character, and this nigga said Simon the Digger. Simone. I mean, like I got the experience a little bit of anime.
I think Simone is a top tier MC.
I think Inuyasha's a top tier MC too.
Nah, fuck that nigga. What?
Inuyasha would be a cool ass character today. Like if they remade Inuyasha, and like you can't really do much about the fight scenes, kind of how they go in the manga. But just seeing them polished up a little bit would be alright. Inuyasha would definitely thrive in this generation. People
I ain't gonna lie, cause that little I don't even know what to fucking call it. His little pullover was clean.
Yeah, that shit would do great.
women wouldn't shut up about it. Oh God.
Oh, I'm gonna die. There's a jet in the fucking air, bruh.
We gonna call this the podcast for sure.
Hey, I dropped 60. Yes, sir.
All this shit, the podcast, the pausecast.
Yeah, the pausecast.
That shit got said at least 300 times today.
This was screaming about COD this entire time.
We barely talked about COD.
We barely talked about
you talk about COD, but niggas been having random scream moments of them dying and all types of shit on this damn podcast.
That wasn't me. I ain't have a single one where I screamed about the game.
I think that was all me. My bad. Nah, I take that back. I ain't apologizing for nothing.
Shut your ass up.
No, nigga.
Oh, wow. This nigga Bino think he doing something. He beat 4 people in some goddamn Pokemon. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
See me in COD then, nigga.
Wow. And they got serious with it.
I just want to let y'all know I unlocked platinum.
Nobody asked.
Oh God, I didn't. But okay.
I got that nigga like that.
Fuck y'all, nigga.
Oh,
Like,
y'all ain't even have to do him like that. They did that nigga too dirty for no reason.
I unlocked the platinum, bitch. I don't give a damn.
Oh no, Bino, you're not gonna slide me of all people.
It's all love too.
Yeah, y'all ever notice how when that nigga Bino about to get roasted, he switched it to it's all love, bro.
That's what defense mechanism.
Hey, look, I don't even want to smoke like that.
Oh God, I don't. I just, hey, bro, we all cool. You ain't gotta.
The nigga Bino start some shit. We get it on him. Why y'all always picking on me?
Hey, bro. So y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about?
That's pretty much it.
I'm pretty much donezo with mine.
All right. Thanks for anybody tuning in. This is the Superior Minds podcast 11. Make sure to drop us a like on YouTube. Give us a follow. We got the Discord server in the description. So if y'all want to join and talk with us, y'all can do that. And we got everyone's socials as well in the description. So y'all go show us some love. Y'all want to plug anything else?
Watch One Piece, as always.
Read Hitman Reborn.
Read Power of God and watch Fate.
Hitman Reborn and SAL. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God.
I might even slide into you. I might even slide into Yasha for you because that's a gem.
All right, yeah, it's time to end it.
End it quick before you say anything else.
Inuyasha, see y'all finna start me again. Don't even